Deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on.
I was having way too much fun with pressing them intro buttons. I'm not going to lie, but people, Deluded, I'm back again. First things first, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, in some cases, good night. Hope everyone's well, hope everyone's blessed, hope everyone's doing safe. Now, Tuesday nights in February, call for the Champions League, and as you can see above my head and on your lot screens, it's Inter Milan against Atletico Madrid in the last round of 16 between these two sides. I'm not going to lie to you lot, spoiler alert. In fact, before all of that, you know, make sure you're smashing the like button, you're commenting, you're subscribing. Big up you lot watching on Twitter and also on Twitch. Make sure you're cross following. But I'm not going to lie to you lot, I don't think this is going to be a very entertaining game. Now that I've said that, we're probably set for a 5-goal thriller or something along those lines. But you know, when you think of, you know, the two managers, how the both sides set up with kind of three at the back, are they going to cancel each other out? In fact, you know, Lautaro Martinez, you know, operates quite well with a partner playing up front for Inter Milan. These days it's Thuram. I'm sure you'll remember when Lukaku was at Inter Milan and Martinez and him were doing their thing. If you gaze over to Atletico Madrid, Griezmann is probably, in my opinion, one of the most informed players across the top 5 European leagues at this moment in time. But I wasn't actually meant to mention that if you look at number 14, Llorente, he's a midfielder by trade. I know a lot of Liverpool fans will be sick of the sight of him. He put in a blinder at Anfield a few years ago, but he's going to drop into midfield. They're both teams is going to be quite compact, quite, you know, in that regards. And I think it's just going to rely on a moment of ability with the more creative players, you know, Mkhitaryan, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. In theory, Barella is wavy on the ball. You know, Thuram's an informed player. I'm not convinced on him personally, but people say good things about him. I am a big fan of Lautaro Martinez. And then obviously at Atletico Madrid, you got what I just said about Griezmann, and Griezmann's also there. Let me take off these glasses. I actually don't need people. They're just there. I was messing around off screen and things and just putting them on and that intellectual settings, and that might start wearing turtlenecks for no reason. Big up my guy Reese Footy Feeds, and people, make sure you're subscribed to his YouTube. Big up yourself, my friend. I hope you're doing well and safe. By the way, there's 6 minutes until kickoff, but Reese, I hope you're well and safe. Massive respect for you coming on the show and appreciative of the bravery it requires in your situation as well. Respect you, man. But I'm sorry about what was gonna happen. What happened to Burnley? I told you what time it was against Arsenal, man. I told you. Did I not capture the video? We should be winning 5 or 6. And big up Burnley. I hope we don't beat the drop. Don't, you know, the one thing I praise about Burnley is, you know, and Sean Dyche isn't happy that Arsenal are getting praised for scoring from set pieces and Everton on. And I don't think he's necessarily wrong, but we all know, you know, there's levels. There's a bit more suavity to it. I do think in the Burnley game, you know, you lots. Who's that guy? Is it Amoni or Donny? Forgive me for mispronunciations. You know, you would have seen him kind of man-marking Benjamin White. We all know Benjamin White, in my opinion, is one of the most he probably is the most underrated Arsenal footballer at this moment in time, if I'm completely honest. I did think it was Big Gabriel and at a time Tomiyasu. They're getting their plaudits. Benjamin White ain't really getting the bread that he deserves, but I do think that Amdori guy did well to kind of man-mark him. And we all know, as I was saying, Benjamin White's antics from set pieces, particularly on the opposition's goalkeeper. Apparently, the only previous meeting between Inter and Atletico Madrid was in 2010, which was in the UEFA Super Cup. At the time, the Spanish side, Atletico, won 2-0. You know, thanks to goals from Jose Antonio Reyes, RIP, and Sergio Aguero. It's fair to say he went on to do all right post Atletico Madrid. Allegedly, under Diego Simeone, Atletico Madrid have won 5 of their last 6 games in the knockout stages of European competition against Italian sides. However, the most recent of those ended in a 3-0 defeat away to Juventus in the Champions League last 16 in the 2018-19 season, a result which eliminated them from the tournament. They lost 3-2 on aggregate. Apparently, this is Inter Milan's first Champions Champions League knockout match against the Spanish side since the 09-010 semi-final when Jose Mourinho's side obviously eliminated Pep Guardiola's. That's got to be the year they won it. Eto'o was playing out wide, I'm sure. What's that striker, man? The Argentine guy. And I don't think I think he was a younger brother. He was a striker. And he had a younger brother who was a centre-half. I want to say Militao, a name like that. Milito, I believe. I could be wrong. Atletico have only won 5 of their last 18 away games against this Italian sides in European competition. They've drawn 4 and actually lost 9 people. Allegedly, Inter have only lost 1 of their last 13 games in the Champions League, where they won 7 and drew 5, with their lone defeat coming in the last season's final against City. So yeah, man, really. Yeah, Milito, he was lit. He was lit. Big up you lot, man. He was sick. He was another one, and you look in the striker market at this moment in time, it's dead. Like obviously there's a lot of good strikers out there, really and truly. Big up G1, he's been missing, but he's part of the furniture. I told man Højlund's a rough, I don't want to say diamond, but a rough diamond. As I said, I'm a big fan of Lautaro Martinez, scumbag in it, but you could throw Griezmann in there, and I know Mbappe's a left winger, but you could throw him in there. And obviously Tony's decent, Vlahovic, Osimhen, Boniface, Sesko, Ferguson. I can name strikers that I like in today's day and age, and there's many more. But all of them are Bandulu at this moment in time, if we're honest with ourselves, man. Like, if you've got a half-decent purple patch kind of striker, right, and it's not 1-1 already, people, you can sell them for decent money. It feels like maybe it's just nostalgia. And again, oh gosh, what's happened there? I'm only 28, but it just feels like when I was growing up in my childhood and being a football fan, and really up until recently, it did feel like you could sit here for days naming strikers of all levels, strikers at teams that are fighting for titles and cups, people that are relegation warriors. It just felt like the striker market was better. It don't feel the same. Bit like how I feel about defenders. Like, how many good defenders are there that are praised to high standards for their defending? And I'm not knocking it, the modern day changes, but I'm not talking about, how good they are with their feet and all of that. I'm talking about actually at defending, to be fair. So mad world, we're talking about goalkeepers' distribution and how good they are playing passing before we talk about their goalkeeping. Obviously, the game's changed, and I'm not against change, but you get the point, man. The game's mad. If the game is dead, DG, we got Gal talk. I mean, spin it, run it now. Do what you want to do. Ask your questions, talking points, predictions, everything, man. You lot. It's a pleasure to be here across Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube with you lot. You lot make the stream, man, really. And to be honest, I prefer the streams, the neutral streams, where really we're just having a laugh and talking. Don't get twisted. I love the football, honestly, madness. But, and let's be honest, I am, very analytical and whatnot. But we're not here for that, man. We're just here to see some goals, some controversy, and have a laugh. Lautaro having a sneaky good season, DG. He is, man. This is the 3rd year, I believe, he's got 20 goals. He not that I know Arsenal were going for him, but he was one that, for me, in my opinion, I felt links to him were there kind of before the Osimhens and definitely the Tonys and all these guys of this world, man. Big up American Gooner. What a guy, man. You're part of the furniture. Nice speaking to you, as always, earlier today. Evening, DJ. I think this will be an intriguing tactical battle between Inzaghi and Simeone. This tie could be very tight over the 2 legs. Don't think there'll be that many goals. So Graham has articulated greatly what I think in that they're just going to cancel each other out. It's one for the, the guys that want to draw up stats of heat maps and expected goals and team shapes and all of that sort of stuff. I think it will be an intriguing contest in that regards. But if you're just looking for goals, pure entertainment and, something to enjoy tonight, I don't know. I think the best thing, and kickoff is imminent, by the way, people. I think the best thing for us neutrals, big up the Inter and Atletico Madrid fans, if you are out there, would be an early goal. Because by that logic, obviously, you're playing a defensive style because you don't want to concede, but it's football. You're going to concede. If you go into a fight with anyone, as much as you don't want to get punched, you're probably going to, and if they're half decent with their fish, you're going to hold a punch. But in theory, an early goal, game plans to a degree go out of the window. The new intro is better. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. They're all here to stay, man. That should be it. Love the new intro. Fair enough. I guess you're talking about the one that was span at the end, and social joins always here. Audio sounds different today. I think it's maybe because the settings are, apologies. So I don't know what it is with StreamYard, man, but it keeps switching my mic. So sometimes it switched to the laptop where I probably sound a bit choky. And now, let me check it one more time. We should be, I should be a bit crisper out there. PSV versus Dortmund predictions. Oh,
More goals than this. I want to say 2-1 Dortmund, so I'm actually going to say 2-1 PSV. Much better now, Gaffer. Depay on the bench, DG, I'd assume so. I can actually check for you before these teams kick off. See the lamps I go to? Yeah, he is on the bench. And big up Gabriel Paulista. He's at Atletico Madrid. When on God's green earth did that happen? Big up Gabriel. You were better than Koscielny. You weren't better than Koscielny, but I'm fully on slandering Koscielny because the way you left my club. And if we're putting facts over feelings, boy, you got headlocked against Birmingham in the final. I mean, you got dealt with against Birmingham in the final. Let down France against Adair in the Euros. Bottled it against this very team from Spain, Atletico Madrid. Whenever Koscielny was a good player, but whenever times were there to be counted and stand up, he was soft, man. Wenger gave you a career and you disrespected my football club. Anyways, it looks like Atletico will kick off, people. Ref, come on. Griezmann already doing his antics, delaying the kickoff. Let's go, man. You know what? I'm going 1-1 Griezmann anytime. Big up yourself, Badir. You're part of the community. And I hope you and everyone else is doing well, man. DG, does Jesus walk back into the team? For me, no. It's a techie one, man, because you've got form to consider of the collective bunch and the relationships on the football pitch and all of that jazz. Obviously, you know, Trossard would probably be the one to miss out. He can move over to the left, but you'd imagine Trossard would be the one to miss out. Does he necessarily deserve that? Sometimes across a season, I think you have to play on form. Like, Trossard's obviously a good player, but he's in a really good run of form, you know, even against West Ham before his goals and whatnot. And it's a techie one because you also got to consider the fitness of Gabriel Jesus. But, you know, Trossard, is he in Mikel Arteta form and fitness and all of that aside, and you're naming all the Arsenal players, is Trossard necessarily in Mikel Arteta's strongest 11? If you put a gun to his head and, you know, he's going to die if you don't win, I think it'd be Jesus. And for me, I'm not going to lie, for where he lacks in terms of scoring goals, I'm biased, Jesus Brazilian, but he's going to play week in, week out for me, but probably not. And we need to navigate it very carefully where Arsenal are concerned in that regards, man. Because we've got a lot of games. What's the ref saying here? Goal kick to Atletico Madrid. Shout out Black. Simeone got to do a totty at Atletico Madrid. I hear it, but is it sustainable? As a manager, you can't really say Simeone's got a short shelf life, but as a manager, it's the days of the Wengers and the Fergies, you never know. They're gone. Like, I think at best you're going to, and now that I've said it will probably change, I think, you know, you'll see. Obviously, you've seen Jurgen Klopp for a while now at Liverpool, and that's coming to an end. Pep, I don't know when he's going to call it a day, but he's been there. I think that's as close as it gets. Not sure, maybe potentially Mikel Arteta, even though I don't necessarily believe that. Lautaro Martinez has found Barella, two players I wish I could say played for Arsenal during an Arsenal watch-along. But here they are, Inter Milan. Bastoni, Cruyff turned on his left peg, finds a pass, finds Mkhitaryan. Big up Mkhitaryan in the cut. Mkhitaryan's pass has been cut out, however, by Atletico. In fact, the ref disagrees. I think the ref is saying handball against Rodrigo de Paul, and the Atletico players protesting that it actually hit him in his face. No nailed on starters, work for your place, except if you're Saka. I hear it. I would say I agree in general with the premise, but I think every manager's got players that are going to play week in, week out like a fit. I know Pep's a madman, but push comes to shove, Diaz is going to be there. Fit Kevin De Bruyne is going to be there. Haaland is going to be there. I think unless your name's Gabriel, Saliba, Declan Rice, or Bukayo Saka, and obviously Martin Odegaard, I do think, you know, as I said, for me, Jesus will play week in, week out, but I do think it becomes a bit techie in that regards then. But you're right. Earn your place. Yeah, I have, man. Absolute mad thing. Which Arsenal players would be the best? I think you mean best and worst manager. Best manager from the current Arsenal 11. I'd say he's a bit of a cheat code because he's doing his coaching, but I'd say Jorginho, you know. Just because of the way he sees football. Like Jorginho and the sort of player you are, you be on the Arteta, Xabi Alonso kind of thing. Barella is charging down this right-hand side for Inter Milan, and it's a great ball, but it's a horrible touch from Thuram. You know who your dad is, in it. You could never be related to him if you're taking first touches like that. Is this the Thuram guy you lot gas up? Horrible first touch. City missing sitters, only a matter of time. I like the premise of Brentford versus City. Hopefully Brentford could do us a favour, or Liverpool if you're in that. But you'd imagine City walk there with them. Throw into Atletico Madrid on this left-hand side. I'm not going to lie. So far, we're only 3 minutes in. It does look like a better watch than I was giving it credit for. Yeah, so best manager, Jorginho. Worst manager, Good question. Thomas Partey, because if he, if you're never fit, how you gonna manage your team? Now I'm playing. Worst. Kai Havertz. No, he's German and that. He probably did. He'll probably be decent. I think Ramsdale be decent. That's a good question, man. Let me get back to you on that. Plays down this left-hand side for Atletico Madrid. People. Let's go. Oh, great play by Atletico Madrid. Griezmann helps it on. It's down this right-hand side. Balls it delivered into the box. It's horrible. Feels weird watching Inter Milan with no Skriniar. Worst manager? Eddie Nketiah. Cop out. I don't know anyone else to say. You see that Twitter thread, DG or football conspiracies? Nah, man, send it to me. Let me see that, man. Personally, if we do get through, I wouldn't want to be against Inter in the next round because they would park the bus and be annoying. And you got a nasty trip to Italy at the San Siro, man. As I said, I'm only 28, but in my childhood, Inter, they're still a big club and that, but these were big boys. They're not really. Speaking of big boys, Barella's been nutmegged and Thuram's kicked the Atletico Madrid man for that. Witzel's still in their 11 is peak. No ish players always make good coaches. Not typically. But I do agree with the premise that the better the player, the worse they are as a manager. Look at Thierry Henry, look at Roy Keane. They can't manage for nothing. Like Paul Scholes, these men are meaty. Like Gary Neville, top fullback as well. Loving the thumbnails of late. Q, appreciate that. And I would love to take credit, but 1-2 editor doing well. Brentford actually is doing well against City. Let's hope that's the case, man. I don't need that wrestling match was the best he's done for months. Smooth football, but he's missed the bin trying to lob a can in front of it from a yard away. Rah. Thank you for the opportunity, bro. Made 3 vids since. Keep going, Reese, man. Big up yourself, man. Doesn't matter who goes through. Scout the ops. I think you mean let's see how they defend. That will show us if we can take them. Who would you rather see go through? Atletico, if I'm honest. Because I think Inter are better, but we're at that stage. If you're in the knockout, it don't really matter, really. If I want the big teams to go, oh, you know what? Inter got to the final last year, so Inter, man. I reckon we go for Lautaro in the summer, honestly. You say that, and then it's talk of him signing a new deal at Inter Milan and whatnot. Obviously, people could say, well, Osimhen signed a new deal, but we all know the mechanisms, right? That sounded mad. Mechanisms, in why he signed the deal and Lautaro are very different, man. But I'd love Lautaro, man. What are you saying, DG? Currently watching City Brentford. Nothing to scream and shout about just yet. Jay, shout out to you and everyone else keeping us updated on such. Just there, my guy, man. Living and maintaining. Big up, DG. I didn't think you were watching this game, but I'm going to say 2-2. I hope there's 4 goals, my guy. I really hope there's 4 goals in this game because I can't see it. We got a super chat. One love, Sadiq, man. Big up, DG. I'm watching PSV versus Dortmund game. I'm counting on your commentary for the Inter Atletico. Come on, man. Do I ever disappoint? Probably, but yeah. Shout out Mkhitaryan, man. These are. I think these kind of guys, when you go Inter and the way the age he's at now, or playing Italy, this is your thing. And I'm sure Inter Milan are basically going to announce 2 signings in the summer already. I'm sure they're getting, well, Romano and them man said it, like they're getting Zielinski from Napoli and do you pronounce it Tarami, the Iranian striker that plays for Porto, which I hope he's not fit if I'm honest with you because he's quite street smart. So yeah, man. Ben me off the line. Yeah, see, Fuad, when I hear that, it's a matter of time, man. It's the hope in life that kills. City, well, I hope they lose in it, so it gives everyone else a chance. But see, from you're saying Ben Mees having to do all of that, it's long now, man. Long throw into this box by Inter Milan's Bastoni, headed out by Darmian. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who's quite a problem from range, has a snapshot and it's whistled well wide. It's a horrible effort from the Turkish international. We need Inter to go out because Italy and German clubs are currently first, that's second in the race to get 5th place. I hear that. But you see, if you're not Arsenal, I don't care about you Bandulu in the 5th place or the coefficient rule that sees a country getting awarded an extra place in European football. Can't count my chickens before they hatch, but I'm relatively confident Arsenal as a minimum qualify for the top 4 of the Champions League within the top 3. So we're Kushti in there. I don't care about none of that. Darmian loses out. Man said Darmian. Barella, apologies. Now, I'm not interested in Martinez. Do you think he would like to be in a double striker system? I hear that, and you are right. But at the same time, yeah, just because you're not playing 2 up front, in theory, Ben, just because you're not playing 2 up front organically, doesn't mean there's not partnerships on the pitch. I know what you're saying. There's not like a little and large to bounce off, pause. Oh, Lord. But I think Laturo could do it, man. Like, just watching him now, number 10, like, you can see Thuram is occupying the centre halves. Laturo's kind of free to roam. Like, Jesus gets all of that. You got Odegaard next to you, link up with him. You know, and not that Kai Havertz pulled up trees, but in theory, if he comes short, Kai Havertz third man runs were wavy. Speaking of Laturo, just can't bring it under control as Hermoso picks his pocket. Atletico, as soon as I said that, I've given it away. I'm not going to lie, the tempo and the pace and the interest in this game has been a lot better than I thought. I thought the tempo wouldn't be this quick. DeMarco, who, you know, is one to watch, and Inter Milan's left-hand side. So I have to say, I'm taking Lautaro Martinez. Big up Morata, he's on the bench, but you have to wonder how, like, it's definitely money laundering. Like, has Morata ever been at a team that isn't wavy? Maybe when he was younger and that, but you was at Real Madrid for like 20 years and then you went Juventus. I don't know how, but you ended up at Chelsea and now you're currently at Atletico. Lino of Atletico has lost the ball. I thought Barella was fouled there. He keeps going and does well, actually, to find a teammate. Bastoni's found DeMarco. DeMarco's helped it on to Mkhitaryan. Atletico Madrid having some defending to do as Inter Milan attack down this left-hand side. Mkhitaryan's pass is terrible. One from a player that, you know, in them positions, you'd think he'd have the quality. But he didn't. Expecting a few Atletico blue cards. Word to Osil. I would like a striker that creates a lot of goals but can play on the wing. Listen, if you can get one of them, I'm all for it, man. Like, if we could get a Mo Salah, for whatever reason, doesn't play. I'm not saying it's wrong, but doesn't play up front. But you know we can and play out wide. If you can find a multifunctional attacker, I'm great. Atletico Madrid, did Jan Sommer touch that? Don't know, but the cross from Lino was troubling, but it comes to nothing. Atletico's still attacking down this right-hand side. Koke finds a teammate. Is the ball ever going to go into the box? It is. Oh, I mean, it weren't the best of balls, but Griezmann couldn't bring it under. Axel Witsel, yes, Witsel is playing people, and he's won it back. Atletico Madrid chomping at the bit, not letting Inter Milan out of their half. They will be, you know, absolved of that pressure as Lino, as a fullback, we always do it, you know. For no reason, you find yourself in the final third and you say, let me have a go, man. To be fair, it would not be bad, but would have others before him, though. To be fair, Havertz and Martinez link up would be interesting. I'm having Martinez, but that's a concern. To be honest with you, I just want a bully in it. Someone that's just on being in the box, scoring goals. But I do think with what Mikel Arteta wants from a striker, I think that's a fallacy. And to be fair, to be brutally honest, what strikers out there, obviously there's some, but what strikers at top clubs just stand up front? Because Haaland don't even do that. In fact, Haaland's general play, I think if you really care enough, go and watch his first couple, his 6 games, or better yet, his first 6 months to now. His general play is improved. You can't just stand up front. That was something that Sergio Aguero in the team of Atletico Madrid had trouble initially integrating with under Pep Guardiola. Bastoni, who has he found? He's found a teammate in Pavard. Crazy that Pavard probably got out of Bayern Munich at the right time, innit? If you've seen their last 3 games. Remember, All Black best keeper shouts. A goalkeeper's lifespan on social media is really a season or 2. He's decent. I think the best keeper to have ever had a great life on social media has to be when Chelsea had Mendy and they won champs. Barella dropping shoulders, delivers it into the box. It's a good ball, but there's no one there. The follow-up effort by Lautaro Martinez has ricocheted off 2 players. All Black uncomfortably receives it. There is shouts for a handball, but it's not going to happen. You're not going to get that. I still take Vlahovic. To be fair, I'm having a lot of strikers. And I mean, being linked with these players is one thing. Actually signing them or genuinely being interested is another that we'll never know. But it did seem like there was, you know, it went beyond paper talk with Vlahovic. And when you look at Osimhen, Vlahovic, Lautaro Martinez, half of these guys, they all play very different. So what is Mikel Arteta's plan for them? Players just been stopped people as Barella. I don't know what happened to him off the ball. But he's walking rather gingerly. I never bought into Mendy. I knew it was really good attack, bro. I don't want to be that guy and, you know, like that. But only Mike McGahn looks wavy, you know, being one of them guys. And if he leaves AC Milan, boy, the tax might be there. It's very stereotypical and it's not good. But, boy, you're seeing that United with Onana, boys. The man them are not meant to play in certain positions still. I can't lie. We all want Isaac, really. I'd want Isaac as well, but he's going to smash the like button if you haven't, but he's going to cost a lot of money at the end of the day. And Arsenal tax, he's going to be like Jesus, you're going to be injured all the time. Long searching ball by Atletico Madrid comes to nothing. Inter Milan can't bring it under control. De Paul, Hermoso, Lino Sosa. Man said Lino Sosa. I'm catting Sosa, sorry. Lido, apologies, man. See, I really want Lido Sosa back at Arsenal, but it is what it is. Your old black reminds me of old block RP fun. If Tony don't go Arsenal, he should probably go United. You know what? Hot take. And it don't make sense. I think he's getting Liverpool, you know. I don't know why. I don't have any basis of this. I don't know where I'm getting this, but I think it's a Liverpool thing. But obviously, Arsenal primarily linked. Chelsea need a striker. He's going to be thrown in there. I think Højlund is finding his feet for Man United, but they probably need a striker there and maybe someone that is on the not really opposite, but Højlund's at the beginning of his career. Tony's kind of in his peak and interchange there. Spurs have not replaced Harry Kane with an out-and-out forward. And I don't know what. Listen, I don't know why I think he goes to Liverpool, because out of the teams I've said, they're the least likely to kind of quote-unquote need him. But I just think so. Inter Milan attack down this left-hand side. It resulted in an overhit cross, but Lautaro Martinez claps in appreciation for his teammates. Pause. Tony to Liverpool, yeah, he hugged Klopp after the game very lightly. It could be a that thing. Striker today are so different, though. You could say Victor, but even then questionable. Though I think Tony would be the one we get, but wish we got Barella. Love Barella, but these are the guys you need to sign when they're at Calahigri, not where they are right now, man. Really and truly. Once they get here, it's big, big money. And as I've said before, whenever I see Lautaro Martinez, I think of the Under-20 World Cup. If I was at that World Cup scouting for a team, I would have lost out on Haaland. I might have been on signing Haaland at that moment. You know, I would have been on signing Haaland, but I probably would have missed him. I would have said he's someone with potential, but I didn't see Haaland was going to be Haaland. One player I did want was Lautaro Martinez. And it makes no sense because the game I was convinced by him, you can check this up. I never lied to you. Look, the game that actually convinced me with this individual, England, got sent off, got a red card. I saw that fire in him. I was like, yep, confirmation. 0-0 at halftime at the City ground. Boy, I see Tony going Spurs or Chelsea. If he goes Spurs, boy, we have to all say we never wanted him anyways. Chelsea makes sense. Inter Milan down this right-hand side. It's a good cross, but a number of searching balls into Atletico Madrid's box have been put in by Inter. But is it just me or nobody's in the box? I don't know what's going on. Osimhen is the one we need. Arteta knows that we need pace and power. I'm not really picky, man. Like, Osimhen would be one of my top picks. Lautaro Martinez would be up there. Not that I control anything, but, you know, if you can get me Vlahovic, Osimhen, Tony, whatever names I've said, they're cool. I kind of more want strikers that are or give us the vibe that they're ready now. Big up Graham. But if you're going to go for the Sescos, the Ivan Fergusons, I think we need to give them time to become this very striker, but I'm on that. I'm not even against, you know, could I be devil's advocate? Yeah. And obviously, you know, Tony's basically got one foot out the door at Brentford. You know, Ollie Watkins, you know, the dynamics are different. Aston Villa are going to ask for top money. But could you argue, if you're, for everybody that saying Tony's the guy and they want Ivan Toney, yada, 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 yeah, could you argue if you want Ivan Toney, you should want Ollie Watkins? Jan Sommer of Inter Milan has found a teammate. 17 minutes in so far, people. Subscribe and smash the like button if you haven't. There isn't too much to scream and shout about. Could there be now, though? Inter Milan on the attack. Oh, that's a poor attempted pass by De Vrij into Thuram. To be fair, the centre-half, that's not territory he would find himself in, but it was a great move by Inter that could have actually resulted in something for Atletico Madrid to concede, but it never happened. Mkhitaryan's found Bastoni, and I don't know what to think of Bastoni yet, you know. I rate him, but I sit there and think, do I overrate him? Pavard of Inter Milan. Darmian. But I think Osimhen goes PSG and Tony goes to Chelsea. The thing we never really know what's going to happen. But what I would say is lately, when you deep like the paper talk or the one that's going to happen in the transfer market is very opposite. You know, it looked like Cody Gakpo. Initially, it was United. I'm sure everyone woke up one day, he signed for Liverpool. Mudryk, Arsenal. We woke up one day, like £1 billion spent on Mudryk, and you know, Chelsea need to call the bank and say they, you know, someone's running fraud in their account. Llorente of Atletico Madrid. Hermoso showing why he's a centre half. I'm sure, you know, the defenders of both teams are finding themselves in the final third, and it's crazy. But, man said DG watching the Haram Classico. Yeah, you're a fool, man. Big up Top Blue. Hindsight's 2020, man. We should have probably did the City Brentford one, but I thought Champions League, you lot are on this. At least I brought something, man. God loves a trial. Hey, God loves a trial, man. Trying a thing for you guys, man. Why not? It is what it is. In that regards, folks. We keep going. What's this? 1 second, folks. And we're back. Darmian hasn't quite found a teammate. In fact, he's found Atletico Madrid players. Koke, De Paul. I remember when Arsenal fans, including me, were screaming this is a Paul thing. Griezmann. Can this amount to something? Saul, who is very easy to remember, forget better yet. That was he not at Chelsea on loan for a sec? Everyone forgets this, including myself. Call AFTV on Instagram Live. Boy, that Porto Stadium is lit. I reckon it'll be a tough match, but I fancy the boys to get a positive result. I hope they get a positive result, man. It's going to be very tough. It's going to be very tough and scary, man. And it's like any away game in Europe, really and truly. You know, obviously England do their thing with away games, but it don't matter if you're German, Serbian, Italian sides. They're always difficult. And traveling to Portugal is not going to be any different. I mean, probably different for many factors, because I wouldn't say it was the craziest atmosphere, but you look at the Sporting game, Thuram disarmed by Axel Witsel. Griezmann helps it on. I can't lie, man. Some of you, every now and again, some of you on my streams like to try to convince me about this Thuram guy, and it's probably biased, but he's not the guy, man. I'm telling you, he's not the guy, man. He's not the truth. We rating strikers that are scoring in Italian leagues. Yes, I'm a hypocrite because I just said I want Lautaro Martinez and Osimhen, but that Xerxes, bro, crap with Lukaku. Crap guys go Italy and they start bagging. How many times Ademola Lookman was looking wavy over there? How many media attackers go in Italy, which is the university of defending, and look decent? Like, I'm telling you, lot, man. To be fair, the couple times Arsenal have shopped in Italy, it's been decent. Oh, great tackle by Saul there. Barella. Hakan Kalhanoglu asks for the ball, does not get it. De Vrij. Of Inter. And I like the positions Lautaro Martinez takes up. I hear it though, because you're going to need to score goals. Lautaro Martinez fits Arsenal's system to a T, man, and got the captain mentality as well. Goals are goals. So then why don't you want Tony then, social joins, mate? You lot can't convince me on this Thuram, brother. I will say sorry, but you lot can't convince me, man. He's beaky, man. Showed me enough. You're beaky, man. You're not the truth. Barella. De Vrij. Now the game's kind of settled in a bit of normality. This is probably the kind of way you thought it would go. Thuram, I told you he's not the guy. Almost lost the ball. Inter Milan still have the ball. Lautaro ain't good. He's clearly good, man. Knowing that Arsenal wants to keep up the young player project, don't be surprised if they look at Benjamin Sesko, Jimenez, or Boniface as strikers this summer. You'd imagine all clubs, not just Arsenal, but any team that needs a striker or is just doing their due diligence, you'd imagine they've already had a scouting. They've scouted all of these guys heavily. They've already run the rule over them. Pardon me, and will continue to monitor. But more or less, they've probably made their opinions up. Obviously, there's still a few months to go until the summer transfer window. But you would imagine, like I just said, you can make a case for Man United, Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, probably a couple of even Newcastle signing a striker. You'd imagine they've gone through the list. Like, is Osimhen the one we want? Is that the one we rate, etc., etc.? And it goes beyond that to like, what is their agent saying? What is their personal terms looking like, etc., etc. Inter Milan still in possession. Former Arsenal boy Daniel Marlon, courtesy of Graham and Sadiq, have now told us that Dortmund have taken the lead. Marlon has bagged people and he scored against his former club. You're right on that. Great goal, chances both sides. Dortmund to score first. Boy, Tony will just be a Lacazette in our system, not sold in his abilities. I hear that. I swear you rate Antonio, so why don't Arsenal buy him? Big up A10 Malik. Bring him. He's Jamaican. What do you mean? Yeah, bring him. You think I care about ability? Bring him. Bring Pinnock, him. Ask Wes Morgan come out of Championship. Bring Damari Gray. Damari Gray's better than Reece Nelson, so what? Nelson caught a strafe for no reason. Are we going to... Well, where's that gone? Are we going to do Euro streams this summer, DG? No, we're not. We're not. Come on, man. I'm Cube. You're part of the furniture. You should know already. Like, come on, man. Is Saka gonna get double figures in the season? You know, there's certain questions don't need answers. I'm not Hudson Odoi. I'm only doing that because Top Blue's there. Griezmann's pass doesn't meet a man. Barella trying skills for no reason. The bust case and won a free kick, but that was looking rather dodgy. Tony has backdoor assisted in every match since his return from ban. No, I'm not sure, but I think he's rapidly closing in on Gabriel Jesus's tally for the season if he hasn't got that already. Not that that's necessarily anything that should be praised. Hudson Odoi 3-3. I don't know about Saka. You're right. You don't know about Saka because in the last 2 weeks he's got 4 goals. Arteta didn't even. Arteta's moving so mad he didn't even want. Saka's moving so mad. Arteta say you can't get a hat trick. Please, double figures for the last 3 or so years. Please, there's levels, man. Please. Carrying that Forest team on his back. Why for that? Which says everything about your teammate. First of all, and also on that, why are you acting like you're watching Nottingham Forest games? We're praising man for shining at Nottingham Forest. So what? I'm going to praise Lokonga for doing his thing at Luton. You're around meaty guys. Slanderous. Mkhitaryan's ball into the box, headed out by Atletico Madrid. I'm not quite sure what Bastoni was doing there, but it's gone out for a goal kick. 9 between Jesus and Eddie, not enough in all honesty. Bro, it's madness. That's not what wins titles. You know, hopefully we can get away with it this year, but that's not what wins titles. No matter how you shape it, we can lie to ourselves and say, oh yeah, Saka doing this, Martinelli that, Trossard that, Odegaard if he finds his goal scoring boots. And a lot of that's true. Then players have to chip in. But Liverpool have Salah, or, you know, if he leaves tomorrow or next season, fair enough. But Liverpool have Salah, which is getting X amount of goals. Then they've got others chipping in. City have historically always been scoring goals. And then they still thought the need to bring Haaland in. And the very fact is, as I was said earlier, Jesus, a fit Jesus is my number one. But our striker is not our most potent goal scorer. And I think Jesus, in all, is the best striker. But at this moment in time, if Jesus was fit, which is very different, like God forbid, but imagine Saka had Jesus' injury at this moment and he was fit. He was fit for the game tomorrow. I think within reason, most people would want to risk Saka. It's not that deep if Jesus to a degree don't play, even though he's a different animal in the Champions League. And with Trossard's form right now, you know, is Jesus being devil's advocate? To be fair, I don't think both teams so far have defended poorly, but I think it's a thing where simply just the strength in depth and the numbers and the shape, you know, neither team able to break each other down at this moment. To be fair, and they're sharing the goals though. And I hope one day we can be mentioned in that realm. You know, Saka is the only one I'd bet my house and my life that is going to get double figures at the end of the campaign. You know, as I said in the summer, you know, and I think Saka's earned that right because he's done it in the last few years. Trossard, great player. Jesus, great player. But did they get enough goals? Eddie, like him. Does he get enough goals? Martinelli and Odegaard, good enough to score goals, like them both. But have they got that proven tag of being goal scorers? Ultimately, goals win games. So we need to take the fact that, you know, whether people are on the bench or whether they're out and out strikers or not, we've got goals in and around our team. But there's no way getting around it. Like, and we need a forward. Tavares and Turner moving Buki at Forest up. Well, we made our money, man. I don't rate Tavares. I've never rated Turner. I don't have to pretend Matt Turner's good anymore. You lot still pretending, bro, he's good. Boy. Big up Chelsea though, man, because you lot worked a number on Kai Havertz and Mason Mount for the money he did in the summer. While you robbed both Man United and Arsenal, you could argue you need them, boy, because Havertz is part of a title challenge. United looking like they're revitalising for top 4 in that. Inter Milan, this is a good little bit of play. Oh, DeMarco, you've got to stay on side. And the pass from Lautaro Martinez didn't get anywhere. It's a horrible pass from Axel Witsel trying to find a teammate there. Absolutely horrible. And possession's been lost. If right. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, probably a sign of frustration where he dropped deep there. Darmian gives it back to the Turkish international. Finds his centre-half colleague. Not really much shape in this, is there? Not really much shape. Keep that joke, man, Havertz. You would have thought it was Marina, how they sold us Mason. Okay. Did you see the video of travelling Arsenal fans giving real ish on the plane about Saka? Yeah, man. Big up Ferdinand. He's a good guy, man. He took it all in his stride. Barella. De Vrij. Çalhanoğlu. De Vrij. Galloping forward, venturing forward. Just over 15 minutes left of the first half, people. Nothing to scream and shout about per se. DeMarco's attempted delivery gets nowhere. And that has been the theme so far today, if I'm completely honest with you. There is nothing of note to scream and shout and waffle about, people, essentially. Boy, and there's a bit of argy-bargy and handbags going on here. See what this is about. Ref calling both men over to have a conversation. Boy, Hakan Çalhanoğlu getting very, very heated there. Very heated. See if it amounts to anything. Boy. 15 minutes left of the first half, people. Atletico Madrid 0, Inter Milan 0. DeMarco, Bastoni, Çalhanoğlu. What can he do? Give it away, give the ball away, people. And that tells you everything of how this game has been going. Nothing to scream and shout and shake it all about, people. Absolutely horrible so far. Hopefully it gets better. But who knows? So yeah, smash the like button, people. Again, Inter and Atletico are drawing 0-0. But could this change? Atletico down this right-hand side. Well, just as I said that they're going back home. I take Griezmann at Arsenal any day. Great player, but his time's probably gone in that regards, isn't it? Into defensive shape is high-level stuff. Got no pace or creativity. DG, what's the peakest injury you've had in Sunday League? Fortunately, Harry, I haven't had crazy injuries through Sunday. Well, technically football, but not Sunday League. But Sunday League, I had a couple things that hurt at the time. Like, you lot won't see it, but I can't. This is how long ago it is. It's on one of these sides. You know, in Sunday League, when you're meant to look on the pitch and see if there's things, you know, dog poo, weapons, you know, things that drug addicts have discarded of, just so you can, just so the playing area is safe. It's only a little one. It only caught me a bit, but there was like, it's like someone, you know, if you open a Coke can and the metal or a can like this, and it's obviously sharp, there was a piece on the floor and I've slide tackled, and like I kind of grazed my face along that. I've headed a post, not the crossbar. I'm not tall enough for that, but I've headed a post. I think the ball hitting you in your balls is one of the most painful things. In fact, on a cold winter's morning playing Sunday League, when the football hits your thigh, but yeah, I've been quite, I mean, we've all got clamped and whatnot, but yeah, apart from that, it's been all right. Once I did a sliding tackle right over a broken bottle, shredded my thigh right up. See? It's peak out here, man. Thuram. The knockdown was falling to Lautaro Martinez. I can't lie. I thought he was going to score a Champions League goal of the season. He hit it first time. Didn't have much time to think about it, but the quality wasn't quite there. And it all came from a long ball forward. To be fair, great hold-up play by Thuram. He's won the header. He's knocked it into the path of the current Inter Milan captain. Just couldn't take advantage of such. Or do anything of note. Atletico Madrid forward here. Doesn't get to anywhere. Divray. Darmian. First time. Pavard. Darmian. Back here with Pavard. Pavard venturing forward for Inter Milan. Mkhitaryan. Pavard. Çalhanoğlu. Back here with Pavard. It's just like what Social Joy is saying, though. There's players out there, but there's not real creativity. Worst injury I've seen. Oh, I've seen some kind of last stuff, man. Worst injury I've actually seen is nothing to do with football. Actually, secondary school. Did you not ever do trampolining and you put the trampolines away? When you're putting the trampolines away, I knew from early, I was a bit of a bad kid, but I'm not doing that because I could see you catch your finger in that, it's all done in it. And you lot are the school people, teachers, you lot do that. But this one, you big up Nigel. I hope you're doing well and safe. You was a cool guy, man. You know, you was a cool guy when we wanted to play football. I don't know if you felt pressured or you genuinely wanted to do it, but you know them guys that they're ongoing in goal. You always pick them in your team. Not a very good goalie, but he's ongoing in goal. That's one less problem to worry about. You do that with a man that never go, oh, I'm going in goal. Me, I'm a liar as well. I'll say I've conceded 2 and I haven't. But long story short, like they're putting the trampolines away. And long story short, his fingers caught in that, man. And you could see, oh, Lord God, it was horrible. And it was the scream, like, you know, when someone is pauses and someone is screaming, like, oh, and it was probably, his thing was only probably in there a minute, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, but it felt like an eternity just watching the man in agony and his finger in the big trampoline and the teacher running from one end to the other to relieve him of this pain. It's crazy. It's, God, that's the worst. But on the football pitch, seen broken ankle, seen broken nose. There's been a few, man. I've watched like someone going in from a corner and the keeper's obviously coming to punch it out. He's punched him on the madness and his face has hit the pole, the near post, better yet. So that's a 2 class. I've seen a lot, man. Football is very reckless, man. Forget that. Trampoline, wolf, imagine. Balls on the balls, pause. Ball on the face, though. Breaking my arm was the worst because opposite team mistimed it and clamped my arm. But worst thing I've seen on the pitch was needles and blood in football. We've all seen a madness. Could the deadlock be broken here? I thought Atletico Madrid people genuinely were going to score there. It hasn't been the case. Lautaro Martinez will give chase, but you'd imagine nothing is going to come of that. And it's back here with Oblak, the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper. Oblak gets play restarted, people. 10 minutes to go of the first half. It is still 0-0, which a lot of us probably expected. What's the worst injuries you lot seen, man? Seen someone dislocate his knee. I've seen that as well. I can't remember the body part in your leg, but I've heard something pop. Did my Achilles last year. Word. Lord, that's painful. Oof. Word. That's crazy. That's crazy. See? It's crazy. Big up yourself, Riley. That's crazy. An old wet mojito ball to the fire on a cold Sunday. Very sore indeed. It's one of the worst feelings ever, man. But that separates the boys from the men. I don't know what it is, but AC Milan make the San Siro have more aura. Harsh, man. Maybe because red's probably more visible than blue on the TV. It's here with Barella. What's Barella going to do? Fires it into the box. Lautaro Martinez headers it into the hands of Oblak. Technically a shot on target. On the TV, Cisse's leg break. Eduardo, Ramsey. There's been a few mazes, man. Seen someone's ankle fully turn 90 degrees after a 50-50. Yo, DG just started boxing again and coach gave me a new diet. I cannot take the hunger. Do you want to get to where you want to get to in the boxing thing or whatever your goals are? Or do you want to stay the same? You got to make some sacrifices, man. You're tough, right? Did a Jeff Hardy swanton bomb off the crossbar and had to get my head stapled. Well, Top Blue, you're a smart guy. I think that's natural selection at its finest there, really. Hope you're doing well and safe, but you're an idiot. Who told you to do that? That's why you shouldn't be ramping. Settle down. Who told you to do that? That's a madness. I watched someone bust, like someone's tooth come out. They jumped. They again, like you in primary school, guys, ramping, jumping on things. Bang. That's mad. Yeah, I've seen crazy things. Seen someone get a black eye inadvertently after getting an elbow. I've seen a collarbone broke. It was nasty. Ugh. I don't know if I said it. Dislocated arms as well. Slash, I guess might even be broken. That's nasty to watch when the ambulance don comes and they're taking the oxygen because you can see the distress and it's just mad. It's just mad. Absolutely mad. Ericsson's collapse was crazy. Felt out of body watching it. Yeah, that was mad because nobody knew what was going on. And rather disgustingly, whoever the TV company was at the time, like they're just panning towards his girlfriend or wife or whatever. And you could, obviously, Ericsson's going through a madness, but you could see the look on her face. Thuram could be in here. Let's see if you're the truth. He finds Lautaro Martinez. Oh, Lord, Lautaro, I was talking about Arsenal should sign you in this. And Thuram's the meaty one. It'll be a corner to Inter Milan, but wow. Completely miskicked it. Rodrigo de Paul bugging out. He's cannoned his attempted pass off Thuram. To be fair, Thuram just wanted it a bit more than Ericsson. He squared it to Lautaro Martinez, and it's horrible from him. It's horrible from him. You need to be working the keeper. Somehow, he's mishit that, and it's ricocheted off Jimenez. And it will be an Inter Milan corner, but that was horrible. That was not good at all. The hell? Anyways, Hakan Çalhanoğlu plays it short. This is one from the training ground. Mkhitaryan gives it back to him. Hakan Çalhanoğlu gives it away to Anton Griezmann. He's by himself. He finds the pool. The pool's pass is going to have to be better than the last one. Finds Sosa. It's here with Griezmann, but again, the ball's moving far too slow for this to be any impending attack on Inter Milan's goal. It's here with Hermoso. Deep searching cross. It's a decent one. It's flicked on by Darmian. Is that going to go out for Atletico Madrid throwing? It will, because Melina's gone to fetch the ball. Can remember Vince breaking both his quads by just walking. Boy, and that man's a madman. So you can say karma. Other than your goal, what's the best goal you've seen? I've seen some great finishes in Sunday League. I've seen a couple from the halfway line. You know what? I'll give it to LP. Pause. My friend Liam. He's not the best player. He's a guy that black boots, default settings, nothing extravagant about him. Just, 5 out of 10 at everything. And I give it to him because it was a fantastic strike. And I just never expected it. I don't know how to describe it, but if you could imagine he's on the right side of the pitch as a fullback, and he's literally where a fullback would be in the opposition's half of the pitch as on the right-hand side in an attacking sense. I said the ball's in the air. I don't know where he's got this from. He's just chested it, and he's Wayne Rooney'd it. Like he's, them volleys that are kind of struck with the side of your foot. And nowhere to allowed to say maybe 40 yards exaggeration, 35 yards. I to this day, I'll say you cleared the ball. It's gone in. You don't even know how to celebrate. You're doing the Jude Bellingham thing, but like not like that. He just, bro, that was a shot so easily. Other than that, 35-yard free kick, man. For your information, liking your new intros, appreciate that. You know these South games scene, man. Draw from the JD bag. The JD Sunday League's crazy because 10% of the guys doing the verbal are on it. Everyone's just calling each other's bluffs, but it gets real. It can get real in that car park. It can get real after the game. It can get real during the game. It can get real out here, man. It's been real. It's been real. Like football fights apart. In fact, the worst football fight I've been in a lot, seen a lot. But I'd say the worst I've seen, I think it actually made the newspaper, really. There was this like Turkish league thing going on. And I was there, I was playing 5-a-side, and we've all stopped. And like, I swear, it felt like it's 11-a-side. It felt like 100 people chasing this referee. Like that's how, have you ever seen a grown man scared? There's not even any common sense to what he's doing. He's running around in circles. And if you're from North London and you know where New River is, then you'll understand, like, it's kind of a mad one to get out of there. But it feels like the world is onto him and everybody's just chasing him. I don't know what his decision is. I don't know what he did to make them that mad, but they were onto him. And after a while, obviously, you can't run forever. I hope he's all right now. He got, boy, damn, like, extremely rushed. It's here with Inter Milan, folks. Again, Barella's in possession. It's still not getting to anything or coming to anything. Hakan Kolonoglu. Darmian. Barella. Can he get out of there? No, he cannot. Barella is in possession. Well, he was. I caught that smile when you mentioned car park. Listen, the car park is crazy, man. I'm not on no violence, but bro, obviously there's passion, there's heated emotions, and I don't advocate violence. I'm definitely, some of my friends do. I'm not on nothing, but and things are said, but like, don't take it past a certain point and then say, "Oh, mate, it's just football." Come light, fam. It's just football, because you're gonna get a madness. In fact, even on that, I'm not going to say big up Adisa if you're listening. Sorry, people, 1 second. To Milan's Thuram. What can he do here? He's found Barella. Barella has to work Oblak. He's chopped in. He's giving it to Thuram. Thuram strike into the hands of Oblak. Adisa's like 6'3", but he's one of them gentle giant guys. Pause. Like them people that, if you're in a disagreement with them, you did something in it. Like, you're the one in the wrong. Not that they can't be wrong, but they're very cool. And he's a bespoke icy free. He's very unique. He's very calm though, but he does MMA and that. This guy, I don't know who he is, what he's on, but he seems to have it. He seems to have it out for my friend Adisa. He's come up to him. He's grabbed him like that. My friend has simply done, "What are you doing?" And I'm right there as well. I've just seen a flying knee. I don't know who did which. If anyone's listening, I don't know what happened. I weren't there. I'm lying. But this has done some flying knee thing. And at the same time, my man's head is being pulled towards the knee. And it's just bounced like a pumpkin, bro. My man's up like that. He's crying. There's vomit. There's spit. There's all things colliding. And Apparently his dad was the coach. So what are the locks of getting slapped in front of your dad? That's mad. That's why you should be nice to people, man. And then after he's like, what ends is he from? It's like, I don't know about none of that. Like, there's no point asking him. Like, he's right there, right now. Do the get back. Boy. Deadlock still to be broken here, folks. Absolutely crazy. Oh, where's he from? Where's he from? It's too late. It's too late, bro. But that's what, and again, it's mad because what are the chances of starting a fight with someone and they do MMA? This is why violence is not good, because you don't know what people are on. Promise people, when I promise you there was minimal talking, he's like, get your hands on me. Did he? Like it was crazy. I was like, damn. If that was me, I might have to get a 1-2 weapon and that. But throw into Atletico Madrid. Bro, that where he from stuff. I think if you grew up in London or anywhere that's nitty and gritty, not that it's anything to be proud of, and everyone does the same thing ever is, you know, everyone does all of that. Like, I mean, Sunday League is just full of fake tough guys that bring their friends, smoke cannabis on the side, they're saying threatening things, like, Duppy know for frightened, man, as they say in the old country. Griezmann and Atletico Madrid in possession. There's only a minute of added on time, people, which tells you nothing is going on. But I mean, he doesn't like a good Sunday League punch up, though. I'm not gonna lie, people allow me, brands allow me, but who does it? I live for this, man. I love it. I don't love it when you get fined, yellow cards, and that gets expensive, but love it. Love it, mate. Love it, especially when it's like, because some people just like pressuring good youths. I like it when it's actually going to be decent, isn't it? Like, there's a chance that we might not make it. It's lit. It's absolutely lit. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit, man. It's fully lit, and God forgive me, but it's lit. It's like, you know what, 10 seconds left. No, it's nothing to glorify. Let me change up my disguise so I can say it's not me, but if you play for FC Bandits, which you pussies disbanded, you know what happened to your captain, and you know what happened to your goalie. You know what happened end of the half. You know what happened. You know what happened. Bro, I hate that. Man, think that ends makes anyone scared. Like, oh, I'm from bro. What are you on though? Like, boy, it's crazy, man. Yo, DJ, I was thinking moving UK for uni. What areas in London should I avoid? I listen, London's like everywhere. Like, everywhere's got good areas, bad areas. Like, everywhere to avoid, really, man. Like, boy. And half the bad areas that are given a thingy, people that say that are not from there. But anywhere, man, just listen. Word of advice, just try avoid council estates, even the done-up ones. Just keep it moving. Just don't be in places you need to be. Don't watch face. Just keep it moving, but handle your business. Can get crazy. Stay away from Emma and bouncers. My barber's and bouncers, road, man. But everywhere's cool, man. Bro, they probably think that your ends can't save you from an arse whooping, man. Talking about ends in a fight. Ends can't save you. Exactly. DG Defo, them guys at his old work, that code switch there. Yeah, how we meant to survive in this world, bro? Like, you right, mate? What's going on? You know what I mean? You all right, Pete? No, I'm joking. I was myself, man. To be fair, my old 9 to 5, it was a small company and I was the token. But it was all right. Like, we had banter. Like, I remember one time, it was Black History Month, Philip, and I've got it, and I can't lie. Anyone from London will know. You know this. The trains are delayed. It's rush hour. Like, you're looking at this. Like, I need to escape the rat race. This is peak. Like, you're all hot and flustered and bothered. Like, I've got a meeting at 9 a.m. I'm just touching the station at 9 a.m. Getting there now. Smash the like button. Sat down now to do this meeting. And obviously, like, I'm typing on my laptop. Everyone's typing. Like, it's an informal meeting, but a formal meeting. And we're talking about the things you need to talk about, like what's going on with the company, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And they're like, oh, yeah, we got Black History Month. In my head, I'm thinking, here we go. Here we go. Like, I know where this is going, you know. I know where this is going. They're talking, I can't remember what they were saying, but the more they're making a point, I'm looking down purposely because I'm thinking, listen, I don't even like you lot like that. I'm really just here to get paid. I don't care, man. Allow me in it. But every time I'm typing, and they say something like a key element to what they're trying to do, I can feel a next set of eyes looking at me. We're all on the table. I can feel people keep looking at me. And at the end, the guy goes, oh, yeah. And I think you'll be perfect. And I've gone, is it because I'm black? Which it evidently is. I'm the only one in this room, mate. Like, We all know if something happens here, you know, who's going to be the first for questioning by the police, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man. Half-time where PSV Dortmund are concerned, clearly nothing has happened here. It's still stalemate. Doku is on. To be fair, that's his level. He'll score. There you have it, man. The microaggressions at work are crazy. And just keep your head down, keep it moving, man. To be honest, you'll get what you attract in it. If you go out in the life, if you go out looking for badness, badness will find you. If you mind your business, mind your business. But key thing, keep your clout where it don't need to be. Nah, just go where you need to go, man. If you're humble, you're good, man. But then, as much as in general, if someone wants to stay safe in London, then you're better off just staying around Central and Oxford Circus and all of that. But then, where are you at with that? Because you got pickpockets, if you out there with a nice watch, you know what's happening. I didn't even know you could steal phones and still do something, or I might still be out here. But no, I'm chatting. But people are like, I've never seen it personally firsthand, but apparently people are pinching phones. Like, the world's gone to shit, mate. Like one of the richest countries in the world, in this country, and you know, you look at the pension, the living costs, the you know, the work life. Like I don't even know the word, but like be working until you can get your pension. You know, living wages are going up, living costs, are going up. Inflation is not doing something, so your savings are being harmed. Things are getting more expensive while simultaneously these gas companies and all of these people are announcing profits. You know, wages are stagnant. The minimum wage, the average wage, in the United Kingdom ain't really that well. Rising rents, inability to get a mortgage, you know, boy. Inability, you know, England is championed as, you know, free healthcare at the point of whatever, you know, and you listen, big up the NHS and whatnot, but you know that organization is heavily underfunded, you know, but it's the way it is, man. When you unlock your mind and you start learning about certain things, the system is designed to do this. And I would say the system and these things are broken, which they are, but they're just, you know, if they're designed to be this way, are they really broken? It's sad, man. Safe to say it's looking peak for us common folk. It's brazy, man. It's brazy. All you can do is try it. And I'm not gonna lie, this is why I don't really believe in karma. Like it's just you just find yourself having to be more cutthroat. Tax isn't. Let me stay cool, cause man don't make peas like that. And tax man, yeah, allow me. Big up American Gooner, my guy. Yeah, allow me. Yeah, allow me. But taxes as well, like this. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When you look at the startup costs to open a business in England versus somewhere like even Italy, for example, I can't really talk bad on the UK, but like through being self-employed and whatnot, bro, they it's all set up for you to fail. Everything in this country is for the common folk is set up for you to fail. Like obviously there's a lot of discrimination and all of these sort of things, but above all, before you talk about racism and all this stuff, not to negate it, there's a problem where it comes to class. It's more than it's class. It's classism. Because you look at Brexit, there were some legitimate reasons to go to Brexit or not go to Brexit, depending on where you felt, what the benefits are, and all of those things. But what was the reason behind fueling Brexit votes? Foreigners are coming and stealing our jobs, this, that, and the other. Where who is selling? If you're all about that, you know, who is selling these high-end properties in central London to these foreign people? Who is not investing in historical before my time towns that, you know, were known for having factories and coal and things like that? Who is investing in these things? But then you're saying it's some foreign person. It's the same person telling you it's the foreign person. It's the same person robbing you. But these things highlighted human nature. And that's why it never changed. Because again, if you wanted to vote something like Brexit or not, that's cool. And my debate is not for that. But do your research and have information presented. Don't fall for the news and the scaremongering and things. It just shows how silly it is. Unfortunate. New Life was a scam when my tax rebate was almost $1,000. Gov tried to rob me. I live in the US and my tax bracket is killing me. I can't even, bro. Unfortunately, you gotta get your hands dirty to live clean. Do some bandulu stuff, man. And I'm not saying I do this. I'm not saying this right, but reality is, yeah. These people that are robbing us, they're telling us that you shouldn't do this, and we're feeling bad about this, and you know, we're all, even if you're not religious, you feel morally compelled not to do certain things and whatever, bro. It's stack or starve. Do what you need to do, bro. Like, because these lot are getting richer and richer. As I said, you know, how on God's green earth in the United Kingdom are these energy companies announcing profits. Nobody is living in this country apart from if you own these crazy companies and you do the gas and all of these things. Nobody's really living. And if you are living, you're doing the bandulu. Like, there's not one person I don't know that is, unless you're in a serious high-paying job or you're doing 1, 2 things, you know, everybody's got some sort of side hustle, and not even side hustle like I sell cakes and shit. Somebody someone's doing stuff. I'm not gonna hot people up. A lot of my brethren are tradesmen. Do you know how many of them are thief in copper from the places they work from? I hear it. God forgive me. I hear it, but boy, it's stack or starve. Pause. I don't know what happened there, but if I said something pause worthy, come on, you know me. My energy bill last month, 170, this month, 200. It's got to the point, man, I have to start fighting. I'll be real. It needs to be like the French. That's why I rate France. France, you can't regulate too much. Them are not fighting. Until this nation, regardless of what you look like, where you are in this world, until we realize it's a class problem. Like, it's peak. We're in a recession again. I think anyone that pays attention to where we've been going with these things, I don't know about you lot, and I'm not no economist, but for me to sit there and see, oh, we're in a recession, bro, been in this for years. What economy? Does it make sense? Yeah. If wages are down, if people are not optimistic, about their household finances, if people can't get on mortgages, people are going on less holidays, all of these things, how's the economy getting better? Think about it logically, people. If people are going on holiday, it means they've got more disposable income. Again, a lot of us that got family back home and whatnot, unfortunately, you might be going there to lay people to rest, but typically people go on holiday for leisure. That's why you go cinema, you go holiday, you do all of these things. If people are spending less, that means there's no spare money. So how can the economy be booming if people have less money? And again, I forgot what it's called, but is it the Consumer Confidence Index? And again, these things can get techie the way they measure it. But long story short, it's a survey that's done by X amount of people in the world. I mean, in the United Kingdom, various jobs, whatever. And it's saying their optimism about the economy. Even landlords are getting shaked. You know, a couple people have caked off the property thing, but there's no point being a landlord if people can't pay the rent, bro. Like, it's mad. And that's where you look at this nation. Like, I think thieving and robbing is the lowest of the low, and I'm not advocating it. But why do you think people are getting their jackets teethed? Why do you think, obviously, rollies are mad, but why do you think people are getting, like, literally, it's nothing to be proud of, stabbed, and there's mad things. It's have or have not. It's absolutely crazy. And that's even for you boys that, you know, get the subscribers up. Let's get to 100K so man can get these rollies, but you know, I'm only going to wear it around the Spartans, but think about it logically. For some of you that like to wear rollies, if you're flexing 5, 6+ grand on your wrist and people are hungry, people need to pay their mortgage, what do you think is going to happen? It's crazy, man. We're not getting nowhere. Inflation is on the rise, as you know, it is holding people. Rod, did you do economics in school, DG? You might know more than me, and I have 3 months in A-levels. Nah, bro, I don't understand that. I'm interested in economics, if that makes sense, just because of how it makes sense to me. Like I always tell my brethren, like, why would I, like, obviously I watch the news and all these things, but I don't care about what Richie Sunak, Sadiq Khan, all these guys have to say, because they don't control nothing. Really and truly, they're all birds, whether it's Labour or Tory, you're all shagging it. None of you are for the people. Not really a point. And I'm not saying this to be pessimistic, but there's not really a point voting for anybody because you're all lying. Politics has become about who can lie the waviest and which idiots can fall for it. We all know how that is. We all know they're puppets. We all know they're operating in terms of immediate vested interests. Look at, you know, Richie Sunak is coming out here and telling you we're pulling together, but look at the profits his wife's company are making of PPE equipment and all of that stuff. By the way, City have scored people. City are winning 1-0. Like, it's dead, bro. It's dead. If I want to see what really is happening, bro, just look at what the banks are doing. Like, because many people, because they don't want you to learn this. I'm not saying I got the right answers, but you know, many people don't even know what inflation is. They might not know it by term. But when you go into Sainsbury's 1 week and you're like, oh, this costs £1.10, and then you see it's £1.75, this, you see, you need to know what they're doing, because this is going to affect you no matter what, whatever class or race or whatever. We all need a roof over our head. We all need to buy basic clothes, and we all need to go to the grocery store. Naturally, obviously, you know, and what people don't understand as well is you're looking at some businesses being crippled. Obviously, you know, rule one is the consumer always pays the most. And, you know, go back to the days, man, them including myself. Oh, my days. For an example, if you're selling certain plants and the plug is saying, you know, the rates are changing, the rates have to change for the people buying it off you. It's all a trickle down effect, and the buyers and consumers would always be at the bottom of it because fundamentally people need to do the thing. That film Dumb Money said a lot about the economy. And even when you deep it, you know, like, what is money? When you deep it, like, what has, like, if they said, and it's very unlikely, but, you know, whether you got a £10 note, £5 note, whatever denomination or coin that you have, yeah, imagine they said this means FU now. This ain't no legal tender. That, because it's not going to happen. But in theory, that could happen. Yeah? Smash the like button, people. I don't know how we got here. What is stopping it? And it's dead. And, like, this is when you realize the world is messed, because even when, like, if, like, bro, like, look at a lot of developing nations. This is how they keep them poor, bro. You know, like, if I go with a pound or with the pound or the dollar, obviously inflation has changed it. But typically, if I go to I hate to say the term, but a third world country, 9 times out of 10, I'm getting more for my money going into that country than if somebody was coming out. You know, you get stupid money. You know, no one wants Jamaica dollars, respectfully. You get stupid. $500 is like what? The last time I checked, I bought some weed for that. Like £2 something with what I had. Like, it doesn't make sense. And half of the time, this is how you keep people in them countries poor. And then what do? 9 times out of 10, every developing nation, or more, majority of them, use the US dollar. Probably almost, you know, good portion of the Caribbean. I don't really know how Africa is, but I'd imagine that the dollar's there. But it's a shake, man. Life's a shake, man. Life is a shake. Life is a shake. Meanwhile, I got 2 jobs. France would have already poured manure over the parliament buildings. The government always holding the man down. They don't want to make you to bang. DG knows his economy. I don't know nothing. I just know what affects me. Second half soon kick off. I could never say I'm an expert, but you just got to be aware, man. And again, I don't really have many regrets. But if I had a certain mindset that I wish I had now in school or college, I probably would have taken economics. I would have taken iMedia as well, so I could do the editing thing. But I would probably, I didn't know I liked economics, because you didn't get exposed to such like that. And I look back as a little kid, you know, one memory I have is a bit dumb, and we're going down memory lane. But like, I'm 28, so I must have been about 8-9 years of age. I remember going on holiday once, and like, as you're walking down the corridors, second half soon kick off, as you're walking down the corridors to get on the plane, like whatever corridor thing that is, you know, when they connect it to the plane for you to walk to get on the connection thing. Arnautovic has come on. See what I mean about these Bandulu players that come on? Arnautovic has come on for Inter Milan, by the way. But yeah, when you get on that, there was a corridor and they just had posters, and it was by HSBC, and it was just saying just little things like Singapore by this year is going to have this and that. And I've always found that interesting. And I guess that's where that kind of comes into it. I would suggest reading, where's the book? It's somewhere else, but the Wealth of Nations. That's my thing still. I like that stuff. Saying I'm like a black Arsene Wenger, innit? Slightly, my man. Talk about football and philanthropy and all these things. Get the subscribers up, man. I promise, if you lot get me financially somewhere, I'll give to charity and that. Money laundering. Jimenez is coming off people for Savage, who was once of Manchester City. Come on, ref. I'm enjoying being here with my supporters, but this game is meaty. And the second half has kicked off, people. Let's hope this changes. Work your 2 jobs. I call it a pandemic, because these companies literally robbing us, making mad bans. And this is the thing, like, half of these, think about it logically, half of these politicians that are fighting the bankers and this big company, and that all of them are in the same social circle. They all your kids all go to the same nurseries, you're all in the same spots. When you lot go to bars and that, you're all there, man. Like, you're all there. Like, it's all a setup. Like, sitting here and thinking the government is ever going to save us, or the world is ever going to be fair, it breaks my heart, people. But the reality is, Cross hasn't gone anywhere here. It's gone over, people. The reality is, it's not going to happen, innit? It's not going to happen. Marcus Thuram should be Arsenal's top target in the summer. 82 million release clause. No brainer. He's got everything: strength, aerial threat, skill. Trust. Top target. I don't know, man. I don't really rate him. The richer get richer, the poor get poorer, especially after the pandemic coincidence. The richer get richer, then the rich guy is going to tell the poor guy, you know, let's just assume I'm a rich British national. I'm going to tell the poor British national who I'm robbing. We're robbing you, but I ain't making a scene about this. You know, it's that foreign brother, you know. It's them lot. Get them out. And it's sad, man. I do economics. Don't be surprised if taxes increase because of COVID, causing the budget deficit has been worse due to the government taking out loans. And again, loans are all like, bro, look, this quantitative easing, it doesn't make sense. You know, for years, these lot just print more money and it doesn't change anything, people. It's crazy. Corner kick to Inter Milan. Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. America and England, two of the richest countries in the world, if not the richest. I don't know, people. Half of these countries could end poverty. They could end all of these things. They don't want it to work, people. In swinging corner by Inter Milan. It's hit the head of Witsel. It's still in the area. This is a Mazzolini. Oblak swiped at it. Ref has said free kick. London's chopping, bro. Even TFL, bro. They've announced price freezing that they're chopping. And why is that relevant? If you make it more, if you're shagging the wages, if you're making bills more expensive, yeah, and the cost of travel where you're giving, driving a car, petrol is a mad thing, effing up the Blackwall Tunnel, congestion charge, bro, it does not make sense. I'm not from America. I'm definitely not from New York, so I can't really comment. But I remember once, it just in passing convo, I was walking to work and some American guy was like, hey, man, they're making London like New York. And ever since he said that, and he said something about how, like, I don't know how New York works, but it feels like like what New York is, like the center of it, unless you're top of the tops, you're 1%. You live on the outskirts. Don't know what it is, how it works. In 2010, national debt was £1 trillion. Before COVID, 2 trillion. Now 2.6 public services getting less and sold off year by year. Bro, look at ball gone over by Inter Milan. Bro, look at the council. People are paying council tax going up, but you're missing out days. Every council, you're defo doing that. Haringey as well. You're missing out days of collecting the rubbish. You're not fixing potholes. You're not dealing with certain disturbances. Just keep your head down. NHS going to get privatized, but taxes love you so much. TV licenses a shag as well. Man said, at least your company didn't make Rise and Peace for the office. To be fair, my old organizer, they were quite good still. They were quite good that I would get things ordered. I can't lie. Big up Pete. You shagged me when I was meant to go on True Geordie's show, though. You shagged it before he was doing the mad thing, because that's a madness. But you shagged it. You absolutely shagged it. Like, nah, people, he shagged Pete. You got to bring me on something because I used to work for a media company. You got to get me as talent for something because you shagged it. Absolutely shagged it. You shagged it. You shagged the DG Nation from climbing those ladders. You shagged it. But no, he was cool still. Like, they were cool still. Like, they governed it properly. My old company was a mess. I used to hate my manager, but I can say this stuff because I'm never going to go back. Like, this man, the job before that, this manager used to give me nonsense, people. Absolute nonsense. Like, he just had a hard on for me. Christmas party? Drank beer? Gone toilet? What have I seen? My man's like, if you imagine where you wash your hands, my man's there. I hear, oh, you're right, mate. I'm like, bro, I'm from round the way. I know what you're doing. You can never, and I've said this before, you can never, God as my witness, I said to him, you can never, ever have chat for me, speak bad to me, anything like that. I'm cutting through. I've seen what you've done. He's calm. And he didn't, to be fair, he didn't get no problems. I saw working advertising is brazy, bro. Them man there, Christmas party. Certain work colleagues that are like 40 saying they've been with their man since he was 17 and that, married for X months years. I'm pretty sure that's not your man that your lips in there. People going off into rooms, things are going on and happening, things and stuff. But boy, the working life is a bad thing, man. Absolute badness. England ain't even top 10 richest for GDP. Boy, what is financial services? Again, I'm no economist, but I'm pretty sure, financial services, which London is, literally the banks and that's one of England's best in exports, and firearms. Unfortunately, all these countries will tell you we don't want war, we don't want this, but like, war sells. And then you're lying about why the wars are actually happening. And that goes from the beginning of time. And unfortunately, once again, talking about classism, war is played by the poor. No, sorry, war is done by the poor. The rich are just playing a game. Them men are not on the battlefield. Is what it is. Boy, DG's really string about myth. See, exactly. See, American Gooner will know it's all a shag. Life is a shag, man. But listen, there's a way out, man. I just have the mentality to refuse to lose, man. Like, I hear it is peak, but I'm not going out like that, man. I can't. I don't want to. Like, no matter what life is, we need to live life, man. Like, there's got to be more to life than just working, living, and dying. Like, And galley want to talk about marriage in this day and age. It's just hit me. Women want to talk about marriage. With all of the things we talk about, women want to talk about marriage. Like, do you know how much peace that is? Lord God. I ain't gonna worry about that though. I'm single as a Pringle. Everything's got a silver lining in a lie. Yeah? Cool. Bank of England just prints money. Defender done a Steven Gerrard and Haaland bagged. Aye, that's the best. Big up everyone keeping me updated on that game. Where we're concerned here, 52 minutes in, bro. Like, fam, I will never lie to you. The game's dead, innit? It's more or less to say we're not missing something. You know what? I implore you all who are just gonna calmly watch highlights, man. You right? You don't think I proper did economics? It's an interest of mine, man. Football, learning about that kind of stuff, history. And this is why I wish I could go back in time, because I didn't know I liked history. I didn't know I liked economics. I just, yeah, man. Like, if you're in school, behave, man. In fact, don't behave. Just keep people on side. Like Miss Kennedy, wherever you are, like I can't even say how I really feel. They'll cancel me and whatnot. But you see, you itch with a B. Just because you didn't like me, but then I understood how things work. I'm not a Trump fan, but he spoke the gospel, does not pay taxes, just like we all people cheer for. Listen, if I say how I really feel about Trump, like, because I used to feel how most people feel, and then when you look at what he's actually doing or done, and what Obama was claiming to do and didn't do, and what he's actually done, it's like, oh, Trump was. I'm not saying I like the guy, but he's like, if I'm seeing information that and he's doing certain things, then yeah. I don't mind people getting a bonus if deserved, but these big shots in multinationals or energy companies that get high bonuses make me sick. Graham, it's a P take, bro. It's a P take, and they're gonna keep doing it. And what we don't always find out about, especially the politicians, is you're putting stuff in your wife's name, your wife's family, and your wife is on bookie things already. They're just getting richer, bro. They're just getting richer, but it's never gonna change, man. This same thing is gonna be said by some guy in the year 3,400 when me and you lot are nothing but spliffs and compost is peak. And until we move like the French, forget about it. DG was watching an American YouTuber from New York. He was saying life over there is you're either a criminal or good civilian who dwells in crime or and you can't blame people, bro. Everyone's gonna do something. Big up the tradesmen, bro. Like, I can't lie, I'm not gonna hot them up, but all them tradesmen that do that, and I'm not gonna God forgive me, but my last company, everything missing was Simon, innit? I'll be real, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Yeah. This says $2,000 on eBay, swear done. And I'm the one that controls the inventory. I'm the one controlling the stock. I'm the one controlling the company credit card. You think I'm not buying my days? You think pigeon, you know, when we was running off in our lunch break to do pigeon videos and that, you think that was just it? Alleged. Simon, crazy. Aspects of both, but mainly macro. Big piece of advice, look at the them man are bookie as well, man. Them man are bookie. Man City weren't even lit. I'm peed. Brentford defenders are so meaty without Pinnock, they're relegation fodder. Brentford are struggling this season, innit? Smash the like button, people. Brentford are struggling. Atletico Madrid went so close, but so far there. The man of the match got DG turning all philosophical. It's crazy. PSV got a penalty. How did that end up? You can be married without spending much. Most men just go along with the fairy tale dreams the wife has. I hear that. I can't let to my future wife, wherever you are, shout me now because I'm 28. I'm tired now. Like, I've lived a long life in the streets. I've done up so much, yeah. But like, and broken so many hearts and done so much crazy things. I'm finished in it. Like, I want to retire. Link me. Let's just pattern this up, man, because it's long. But I'm more on. Can't lie, like for me, I'm more on just going to the West Indies, and me and you just do this, innit? Like, couple close ones, we'll do this, and then I'll run something for everybody in the ends, man. But I've never, maybe I'm a bit radical, and obviously I don't know how it is for others, but like, I guess definitely if you're Asian, Indian, all them things, and I'd say definitely if you're African and West Indian or, you know, Black, British, whatever, you know, I think a lot of our cultures, and I can't talk for, I'm only West Indians, but I think there's correlations. I think a lot of it is putting on a show for people. Like, don't get twisted, we all love our family, but when you talk extended family and everyone, you're just really putting on a show for people you don't give a crap about, bro. Like, I already know I'll have that. I'm a bit anti in it. Like, I'm not just inviting people for the sake of it, just because we're blood, because that don't mean nothing in this. It's one of the earliest lessons I realized. Blood don't mean nothing. Atletico, oh, is that a pen ref? Is that a pen ref? Or is that fantastic defending by De Vrij? Atletico Madrid's Llorente on the floor. Married life can bring in twice the income, making it easy. Listen, I wish I had a 31, or I wish certain relationships went a certain way, because it's just time to build things. Like, it's long. I have to get to know new people. I don't trust the way it is. I don't trust. Big up women, but I don't trust none of you. Like, this is it's 1-1, by the way. De Jong has scored for PSV. There's only 2 I could say I really have ever trusted in a romantic sense. Like, why did it have to go this way? We could be building what we need to build, but it is what it is. Because, bro, listen, you lot get the subscribers up in it. Shensia, all them ones there, I'm coming for you lot. Just let me get the bread up first, man. In swinging corner by Griezmann. No, American Gunner, that sounding mad. My wedding cost 750. Just popped out a text saying this is happening. Turn up if you want, and turned up in jeans and a tee. Really? Big up professional, all right? You're better than me, because pardon me, I'm not on that still. I'm not on that. I'm not getting married in that. I need to look saucy. I need to look wavy. I'm coming second. I know the wife wants to come in. The girls want to come in last, and that is, I'm coming in second. You stand at the thing, wait for me, haircut on fleek, wavy stuff. Yeah, that's what I want. Brown envelopes at the PSV game. Seems it's not here. Facts, DG. I'm 98%. I don't get on with my family. A lot of bunch of thieves and lies. One dude, if I want, see what I'm saying? Assortative mating is when rich people marry rich people, so all the money stays with rich, increasing equality between the rich and the poor. Also, it's a fancy term for what they do anyways, like for what they do. I hear it. And that's what they do half the time anyway. And to be fair, in this century, listen, marriage should be big up you lot if you've got romance in your life, and over the bar, if you've got romance in your life and you've been, there was romance around it and stuff. But, you look at biblical times, you look at most times up until present day, like that's looking like what marriage was. It was a strategic move, literally, we look at this very country I live in England, and again, my history is crap, but like if I'm the Lord of Edmonton and there's the Lord of Tottenham, and I've got a daughter, no. They've got a daughter, I've got a son, you lot get married so that we're family, there's no need to beef each other. That's what was happening. Or you could only marry certain girls if you got 5 goats set for the family and this and that. It's only now that it's even that royal family marrying their cousins and that don't cancel the live streams. It's crazy, but that happens to this day and age. And to a degree, I'd imagine it happens because naturally, if you're some elitist Tory twat or you're in that world or a banker's wife and stuff, you're going to be in the same social circles. A lot of us, we're in Shoreditch and the Juves and that. So we're going to find typically people, whatever in it. Man said, man did Levi G's and football show. We said he got married in Astros, total 96. Can't get married in big. Yeah, you're Raggo still. She must really love you. Man said 750, 750 pounds. Bro, where them gal there, man? I'll leave the road. DG marriage has always been transactional in the Western world. There you have it. And look at history. Life has been harsh towards men. Obviously, life has been harsh towards women in many other regards. But if I was in a certain, like now, we all know it's not really the same. But if I'm a butcher's son, like I work in the butcher shop, and I like this woman, but she is the daughter of the king, bro. Man, I can't even. I look at her, they're gonna kill me. Let alone chat to her because of the social circumstances. It's peak. Yellow total night is spiky hair and that the Longberg thing. If you get married in the Arsenal long sleeve socks and shin pads with the studs, I'll support the wedding. To be fair, no, do you know what it is? Because some man do that. My ex-manager at my old job, like he got married because he was telling me, oh yeah, I got married before you joined, and I'm when people are chatting, you don't even care. I'm just, I swear, mad thing. He's like, oh. Do you want to see the pictures? I'm like, okay, this is getting weird, but I think everybody's been through this in the working. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking man's gonna be in some tuxedo, like patterned up. They're dressed like, the only way I can describe it is horror films, like fancy dress. Like that's the only, and if that's your thing, innit? But that's the only way I can describe it to you, like fancy dress, Halloween settings, like people wearing spooky things. Not just Western world, in Nigeria, where did you just have to pay? And again, I don't think it's, obviously I'm, I come up off Arsene Wenger. I believe in romance in football, let alone life, but to a degree, it has to be strategic. Like the older I get, being 28 years of age, I still think love is blind. You can fall in love with whoever and whatnot, but logically, if she's not of a certain mindset, Lautaro Martinez could interscore. Oh Lord, no. Arnautovic, you came off the bench. You had one job. People, it should be 1-0 into Milan. Don't look to the sky. God can't save you. And don't look to the floor. The devil, you don't want him. Fantastic build-up play. Lautaro Martinez played what? Arnautovic got a bit of brother. How? How have you not scored there? Send him back to Stoke, mate. I think everyone in the stadium and everyone watching the game thought it smashed the light button, would be 1-0 and the deadlock would be broken. Nah, G. But as I was saying, it has to be a certain thing that I'm not gonna lie. Like when you come up in the game, like, well, me anyways, and I'm talking to the lads right now. When I came up in the game, every hole was a goal. You get some lit goals, you score in the League Cup. I'm there in it. I'm there. I'm happy to be here. I ain't a gangbanger. I didn't have a older brother helping me. I weren't no sweet boy. You know the man there that get the cheat code. I weren't them mixed race brothers that just done that. And they get gal. I never had that, people. Llorente's come off, by the way. Sorry, Barrios is coming on. Thuram's come on, didn't know. But yeah, I never had them. So I was just out here in it, that just whatever is there, whatever's the weather, shout me. Them days were easier. That's for another stream. Them days were mad easier. You see, with all this corny, muddy stuff, there was a time you could bring gal to the block and it was lit. But continuing with certain things, like every hole was a goal. Then I got a bit bougie. And then I remember I went to a house party and this girl came up to me for no reason and said, "Oh, you're handsome." I swear to you, yeah, when it came to women, I was like, raw, like, me, I'm handsome, raw. Okay, I'm bougie. I'm doing bougie things. So I started doing bougie things. And I realized, like, then I went through the stage where I'm just going for anything. It looks good, like, well-deeds, like, CV, immaculate, going for that. And then I realized, like, looks mean a lot. Like, I'm not sitting here and saying move to dead girl, like, and be who you're happy with, but it's more about this. You see, if you get with a woman and Gally as well for men, you see if she ain't clued up upstairs, I promise you, lot, that will be the biggest L that a man can take in their life. That can ruin your life. That can spiral and ruin other things. See, if you and a woman are not on the same page financially, what you want out of life, etc., you will be done. Some of you are in marriages like that. It's crazy. The game is the game. Griezmann. Don't know how we got here. Remember some toxic chick DG who said she wanted to delete herself and write a fake confession blaming her ex just to get back at him. Yeah, that's a madness. That's a madness. But then again, if you partner up with Atletico could be in here. I believe in accepting people for what they are, innit? Because I feel a lot of men them go for these girls that, and mainly, I'm not pick up the OGs out there. You lot had it easier because you lot could entertain multiple gals. You had to go to a phone box and that people can't pre-phones and these crazy things allegedly. But I'd say like if you're like what 30 or all the way to probably 18, like that kind of generation, the game's gone mad because everybody's just finessing. The streets are cold. I ain't been in the streets in a minute. The streets are cold, bro. Don't get twisted. Like man can do up the streets. I used to love the streets, but it's not nice, man. Like, so you see when you man as well, man, I'll tell you for a fact as well, yeah. If you have a good girl, yeah, if any of you have a good girl or a girl that's clued up and she's down for you, like she proper ride or die. I can't explain it, but when you find it, let it know, yeah. Because I've fumbled two of them. Mad thing in it. But when you find that, I prompt man them, hold it down. Be disciplined. Be loyal. Don't do too much. Don't let the lifestyle, and trust me, don't let the lifestyle confuse you. But my girl is the most level-headed, common person I know. I'm forever grateful. See, Manchester City have beaten Brentford, people. 3 points for City, but they haven't been firing on all cylinders for the last few games. I guess we're at that point, my dude Graham, where I hear it. You're right. You could say that by City standards this whole season, but they're getting results, man. It's just paper on the board. Morata diving. We've missed this, ain't we? Pardon me, ref having a clip. Morata, did you slap his bum? You slapping out of his bum? Okay. What's this people are talking about relationship on this is where if you find the real one, don't get caught. I can't lie, not me. Big up Ramel. Yeah, my friend. I don't agree with it, but he said if you love a girl, she'll never find out. I don't agree with it. I promise you, I don't agree. I don't agree with it. And I can't lie. Women don't like the truth, man. Games rig, you either settle for less or keep waiting to get a good one. But then again, the game's messed because some man's everything is the next guy's I'm not sure. Or not gonna take it seriously. The game's mad. The game's mad. So if you got real love and real loyalty and she's down for you, like when you had nothing, or like she'd be happy genuinely, because there are women out there. I'm not saying they'll put up with it for long, because as men, you know, you're only as good as the value you have. But a girl that will just walk with you, like just walk from here to Mars, willing to blindly follow you, believes in your vision, down for you, give her the world. Don't look left, right, and third, because I'll tell you for free, man, it's not worth it, cuz. How we get here, man? It's calm though. Charge it. Facts though. Certain man are giggling at next man's bride because of his. But that's the thing. I'll be real. God forgive me for my language. Women forgive me for my language. But the hoes, I wish them the best. Especially the ones that were there when I weren't lit. Yeah, you deserve to. And let's be real. Some of the hoes are the coolest girls you'll meet. They're very nice. They're like your personality is good. Your this is just like, damn, the CV's mad. The decap motor thing. There's been too many owners. Someone's gonna do this thing, not me. Like I wish. Listen, we probably need to move to Twitch, but there's certain like the group chat. I'm like, bro, she got married. Like, no, she never got married. So I know she got married. Damn, he don't even know. One thing I learned is not to tell a chick my emotions don't share. No, I agree and disagree. I don't think you should show every one of them. I ain't saying make y'all see you cry and that, but like there's some you can be vulnerable with still. But I think man don't go wrong, because at the same time, I think the gal that would be down for you if you had nothing else, you should spend the most money and do the most. But then there's them city girls and all these things, and I'm not judging them. You do it, whatever. Man, them try to get them ones off the lifestyle. Yeah, and then you're surprised that when the lifestyle's not lifestyling, they're gone. I'm not saying it's right, but come on now. Plays down this right-hand side with Inter Milan. Ball's been delivered dead into the hands, people. DG getting married at 40. Allow me, man. I don't want that. The man from previous generations was scummy, having 3 different families like them. Oh, Bear Man got cousins and all these crazy things, bro. Like, everyone's got an uncle who's mad. Now, whenever I've been called handsome, it gave me friends home vibes. Nah, blood. You ain't it do hit different when a gal moves to you. And for me, I never knew. Now I can, obviously, but coming into the game, I couldn't handle that. Because as men, we're the hunters, bro. Like, we are the hunters. We go out and get it popping. So when a gal used to say, yo, you're handsome, I'm okay, I'm involved. All right, cool. Temptation. Nah, crazy gal is a myth, man. It's a myth. It's a myth. Been around too many of them. I used to like that. That's how I know you just come into the game, man. Because, nah, man, nothing in this life. What I've learned in 28 years through financial better and worse times, through relationships better and worse times, through life better and worse times, the most costly thing that you can't put a price on is peace of mind. It's peace of mind. Because pick up the women that watch my show. But you see, some of you women, yeah, do you know how angry you're making your boyfriend or your husband? Like, do you know how arguing with a woman, big up women, it's a different level of rattledness. Different level. Because there's no logic, there's no sense, it's pure beef. When you're saying allow it, there's no allowing it, to the point where a lot of us, and I go the other way, because we've all been through that. You just say sorry for the sake of it's peace now. Like, I know I'm not wrong, but allow it. When you do that, it make you're not addressing it. So if I genuinely think it's that, then I'll do that. And then for me, I've never been able to take the waterworks people. There's been 6 efforts in the second half. 4 of them have gone to Inter, 2 to Atletico. Inter have had 12 in total. Atletico had 4. How have you not scored? Who is that? The camera angle's not. How have you not scored from 5 yards? That should surely be an Inter Milan foul, ref. That's crazy. Inter Milan still have possession. Marriage is about putting resources together, nothing more. Man are saying I do and going straight into 5%. Gelly won't shout you if you ain't ready. The game's rigged. No, they'll shout you, but I'll tell you for free. Once ago, like, women are cold, bro. Like, it's all transactional in this life, bro. Women are down for you and down for you and down for you. But you see, when they've decided I'm not involved no more, it's cutthroat. And I think that's where my generation, the pendulum shift is crazy, because, and me as well, man don't care when it's too late. You want to do everything they want when it's too late. That's when man want to write letters and do these things or call them. And man want to do too much when it's too late. And that's where we go wrong. But charge it. Yeah, I'm not for cheating, been around the block, but I'm more focusing on self-love. The cheating thing's dead, man. And I think people, obviously, temptation happens to anyone, but it's more the guys that ain't lived life, man. Like, I've lived life. I'm not on it, man. Long throw by into Milan. Comes to nothing. Yeah, it really does. I thought the follow-up effort might go on. Temptations everywhere. The older I get, I don't believe in soulmates. I don't believe there's someone out there like, oh my God, God made this person for me. I think you can make yourself soulmates. Your interests align with each other. You spend time together. You're intimate, etc., and your souls intertwined. Don't believe in that. And bro, like, nobody's you, but nobody's you. Like, everybody's unique, man. Yo, lads, can I ask you this? Do you want to get married? I don't understand the question still. Now I'm guessing. Who doesn't, though, man? Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to get married, man? And legally as well, because people them are entitled to stuff. In my situation, it's hard. Able body, almost all I want or already have kids. I don't feel it's fair for me to go that road. Most disabled ladies are dodgy looking, and it's rare to find one with brains. Reese, I hear that, but there's someone for everyone, man. Just get active, man. When you had girls you haven't cuffed cry on you, it's awkward. Depends the level of understanding you got, man, because it might not be your girl or your woman, but some of your shawties, man, like, no one needs to know, like, we don't need titles in it, because we know what we have, like, been knowing, like, yo, DG, would you marry outside your culture? I guess so. I'm not really like that. Obviously, my preference is Brownings and that, West Indian, but I'm on anything, really. Hakan Kolonoglu's effort's been blocked. The follow-up effort from Pavard hasn't gone anywhere. Denzel Dumfries, that's never a free kick. You did not sell that. But to be fair, he's got up to his feet and carried on. He's been barged. Good battling from both men. Good battling from both men. Don't wife the buff things. We have to keep. But wife you in it. Like, the older I get, sometimes I think, man, need to be like the geezers, man, because not me, but I just think us icy frees, we're a bit too prideful, you know. The older I get, the more I'm on letting things slide. Galley are treacherous, man. Especially when you break up. Galley are treacherous. But not all of them, because for me, I can't stand the women, innit? Because the ones I've like wanted to take it there with, it's all been that 2 that I've wanted to take it there with. It's been legit, bro. Like, other than that, I don't know about any other ones, but I know how to read situations. I know if you're, and this is why I said, man, don't get excited. Don't fall for love. I know how to read if you're taking me for a dickhead. I'll take myself for a dickhead and take you for a dickhead. So everyone's been taken for a dickhead. I get what I want. You get what you want. The game is game. It is what it is. But be sensible, man. And again, this is why being in love is scary, if I'm honest with you lot, people, because it devoids you of common sense. This is what I'm saying. This is correct. See, well, but big up Digger D's doing up lifestyle. And he knows, he's smart enough to know, but man, just scoring free flows, man. DG got any long-term investments, any dead things you were pending, globs? Nah, and that's why I wish I had an older brother. Do you know how many girls in school I was horrible to? Like, if you went my school, you know, in it. I'm gonna call her S. She's in my form. Clapped, bro. Clapped, like sporty girl. Clapped, bro. Not even a good sporty. Clapped, bro. Clapped, bro. She used to buy Kit Kats off me as well. I used to be rude to her. Not rude on some hating thing, but I just used to troll her. One day there's a party now. I'm in this party. Big up Mike's, because you had the best. 010, you had the best school party. It was lit, people. It was lit. It was lit. I did everything. But I was looking at her. I was like, right, you're not dead, you know. You're actually not dead. Almost got there. If you went my school, you know you had her in it. And then when I said I'm not on this no more, shout out Jarrell, you gave me some shit advice, followed your advice. I said I'm not on this no more. I felt like 2 weeks went. She's like, Rose, you got boyfriend. What you mean? Right, I thought you were gonna take my V in that. Like, hey, anyways, people, being serious where this game is concerned, bro. I'll be honest, this game's shit. Griezmann's come off, so my emotions have gone. I believe in this. My wife has been with me from nothing to something, bro, and I couldn't ask for a better best friend. Hold it down, because relationships is an active push to keep doing that. You know, there's other nice women out there. There's other handsome guys. It's about you not making a commitment. Don't take each other for granted, man. But always have in the back of your head, I do think everybody needs to be comfortable in their own. Inter could be in here. Lautaro Martinez, horrible from him. Arnautovic. Oh, you're lucky you scored. He almost missed it. Inter Milan 1, Atletico Madrid 0. A Bandulu finish, but in the last 16 of the Champions League, honest to God, if you was Inter Milan, would you give a flying monkeys, people? Inter Milan 1, Atletico Madrid 0. This game has been anything but entertaining. It was horrible by Arnautovic. It was horrible by Lautaro Martinez. Hasn't got his goal scoring boots. Appreciate the grind, broski. One love. Come on, my guy. Listen, one day you're not going to find out how real American Gooner is. DG defo goes Snell on a night out. I promise you. That's cheating the game, bro. Last time man did all of that. Like Napa, innit? Napa was anything goes. Anything. Bro, I promise you. I say to the man, you're not a gallus unless you get me, doing certain things. But, yeah. But I promise you, I promise. One thing guys can't talk on it by CV in it. Like, I don't want to talk tough on this thing because there's eyes, but out of all the genres of friends I have, the subgroups and that, who is the savage? Who is the savage? I could call people now. Who always listen? If you're going to a Champions League final, I'm there, bro. My wife is Spanish and Welsh. She's definitely out of my culture. Oh my God, ain't nothing. I still buy my wife flowers every Friday, and I've been with my queen 50 years. I rate that. And to be honest, I wish I was on that at one point. I don't know about every Friday. I ain't got money for that. But yeah, I already saw that. Big up Reese, man. Make sure you're following him. We have a goal. Shh. But I love how my kids can speak Spanish, and I believe that when you're ready, God will throw you a queen. God, me ready, brother. Ready, brother. Like, I thought he scored. Lino could have been in. Atletico Madrid could have instantly replied. I'm ready, man. Like, I'm ready, man. Fumbled too, like I said. When I think about the two I fumbled, sometimes it feels like I'm in a dream. Like, it's meant to happen, innit? Charge it. It is what it is, man. You tough, right? We live this. We do this. I ain't watching nothing. Yeah, man. DG, what's the best free ball you've received that's been pinged to the mandem? I won't go into details, but one of my friends was dealing with a certain someone, and there's been a party, like a riv. I've been brought. Come there now. See this brownie. Back, everything lit. I'm like, my brethren's that I don't want to talk too tough on certain man, but they do their madness. And I've pulled him. I'm like, bro, are you seeing this? Son? Like, he's like, yeah, that's our best friend. Nah, word. He's like, but you won't move to it though. I've did the Popeye thing. Dun, 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 like, huh? You know how the story goes, isn't it? We don't need to keep going on that. Wallahi, like it's stuff for luck. It's nothing to be proud of, but like knew this fixture would be meaty. To be fair, I should have watched Brentford with you lot, but I fell into that trap of raw Champions League. Lautaro Martinez has been fouled by Savic, who is moving very savage, very touchy-feely, and it's not carnival season. This guy in my secondary got rushed in front of his girl because he was acting weird. Ooh, that's great. DG, how do you know when they're the one when they get your head hot and you care? Can I be honest? The two that I was with, and I ain't trying to sound rude, but like I said, my thing, I come into the game being a savage, bro. I didn't have no childhood sweetheart, none of that. I thought a lot of things were normal, it was quite toxic. Mindset is a big thing. They're the one. Spending time with them is one. But I knew both of them were the ones when we did certain intimate things. And like I said, I come into the game being a savage. I'm on this as soon as I've finished certain things. That I beg someone, call me, let's do this. I was like, no, I actually care what you have to say. I'd say that, man. It's the mindset. I'm all fall in love and like things with the mindset, man. That I don't trust no one, but it's the mindset. When I find out you got some substance, that's when I'm involved. Like I said, the older I get and I'm 28, I don't really care about it. Obviously, I want a pretty wife or something that I find attractive, but I'm not. It's the looks. The looks will get you in trouble, man. Do you know how much man are in madness because they're with a lady that they just find purely attractive? They're ruined, bro. Because the worst thing for a man or a woman to do is be in something with someone and they don't appreciate it, bro. I see it. I'm not gonna hot up names. Some of my best friends are involved in that, and I ain't gonna tell you what to do with your life, but don't appreciate anything you're doing, and that ruins men and women. It ruins women because they're taken to the limit. It ruins men because nothing they do is good enough. And I know for a fact, as a man, a man might not tell you for galley out there. There's some soft youths out there, but a man might not tell you he loves you all the time. But you think my man is working that job he hates, you know, he hates. He goes to this job that he's been at for how many years? He hates it, but he does it because it will put a smile on your face when he's whatever. Do you know how much man will do when a man is in love with a woman? He'll do the most. He'll find money where there's no money. He will do the most to get you whatever your heart desires. And imagine doing all that if you're a man or a woman and it's not impressed. They're not impressed. Sorry, they're not appreciative. Like I know myself when 86 minutes on the clock. I know myself when it comes to dating, I'll intentionally behave shysty. If I get it, once you confirm to me you're not using me, I mean, I'll help you find this money you're trying to use me for. But once I find you're not trying to use me or do a madness with me, I'll get it. There's nothing I won't do apart from Boca. But I'm a fool. Disclaimer, I'm a fool. There's nothing I won't do, man. But some of you do that, like I said, when it comes to love and relationships, in my opinion, you got to use your common sense, bro. And this is why love is techie, bro, because you're already robbed of your common sense. Let's be honest. We all said things like, if a woman or a man does this, I will do this. I won't put up with it. And we've all made exceptions, bro. It devoids you of common sense, bro. So pick wisely, men and women out there. Can we see a second goal from Inter Milan? Barella only has Lautaro Martinez to aim for. Can Lautaro get his head up and find his teammate? Lautaro Martinez, Barella, you got to bang it. Or you're not going to make it, even though you're Inter Milan, you've already made it. Pardon me. Imagine when I was 17, had a 20-year-old girlfriend. Before I carry on, I can tell before this goes, you got kawalast. Or if you didn't get kawalast, Mazda's was going on over there. She thought this was a meal ticket. But let's go on. So Leng, but all she wanted to do was argue and begging me for use. Can't believe I bust case and left her. My life could have been peak right now. Yeah, see, she caught a young boy. She wanted to manipulate you, bro. 4 minutes of added on time. She wanted to koala she. I ain't gonna lie, it's putting the glasses as disguise, but a couple ones I wish that this is why I'm jealous of people. Like, if you're in your 50s or 60s, like our parents and grandparents, man would have had a couple picnics still. Love is beautiful and also, bro, the hottest love. Take it from me, bro. I'll tell you for free. The hottest loves have the coldest ends, bro. You see heart rate when it's peak. I remember when I introduced her to my nana and pops, and my nana said that she'll be a wife, and I was like, it's a colleague fling. And 15 years, I'm still super happy. Nanny knows best. Big up Nan. The more attractive they are, the more dangerous they can be. Again, like for me, it depends. Like I like them quiet, confident girl. Like you can tell they rate their thing, but they're not doing the most. Like everyone thinks they got a resting bitch face. Pardon my French. They ain't. Like it's just their face. I like that, bro. Unknown gunner, man. That dude, that's an idiot. We've got 3 minutes left. We've seen the Inter Milan go. Oh, I thought Morata scored. His head has been shanked wide. Love is a beautiful thing, DG. I got married at 24. Been married 11 years this June. But I mean, if certain, well, there's 2 women out there. If both of you played your position, then 28, like, well, we could have been patterning up. But here a guy is 28, single, and struggling to get 70k YouTube subscribe. You see my madness. When this is done, my fun's gone. I'm gonna be in the corner like, oh no, I'm chatting. Get a wife while the hairline is still there. Alhamdulillah. Lautaro Martinez is coming off. In substance, he's falling off. The mind and hobby interest, substance is more important than looks as long as you're... I'm not going to lie, yeah? And I don't know about you lot, but if a woman genuinely likes you, one, you could... Obviously, you got to take her out and do nice things, but she'll be happy to just drive in your car, going to supermarket if you don't know what Sainsbury's is. Your interests become hers. And let's be honest, man, our interests become theirs. Like, obviously, I don't care about your hair and shit, but them TV series that you think is rubbish, you're going to watch it. Right. I found myself watching. Why do you think I like Love Island? It's mad. It's mad. You think I was coming with Love Island Twitch streams for no reason? You think I used to say this is an idiot thing. This is nonsense. Oh, babes, let's just watch it. Watch it now. I'm the one commentating. And the real one will help you build, because the two I've met in my life, they help me build things. PK, mate. It's trash, but yeah. DG hear about Mane's wife? No, I didn't. DG, the love guru. I wish, man. What's your gym routine? How long did it take you to reach this physique? Swear down, you're gassing up my tick. Swear down, you're gassing up my tick. Swear down, you're gassing up my tick. All right, no, I don't even do gym. Just 10 push-ups a day. Swear down. Hey, what? What is he over there? Summertime soon. Inter Milan attacking. Yeah. Gassing my tick. AJ settings. That's what I'm saying. Gally, shout me. I'm lit. Hey. Gym routine. I don't know. This game's like gym routine. I don't have one, man. I just go on Google and just copy shit. Or I follow something on Twitter. I just copy stuff. This is what I'm saying, and I miss them things, bro. See Suits. The way I got invested because of the ex, bro. Suits. I've been there. Suits, Power. And I'm not gonna lie, like you know when you're with a babes, you get that little schedule with them as well. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch it. I used to get vexed when she watched it without me. Like I don't even care about these things. Bro, if you like her enough, listen. If you like a woman enough, yeah, and like I said, with the two, you will do bullshit. Like, pardon my French, you will like things you're not interested. You will do it, innit? Because at the end of the day, it's gonna make her smile, innit? Don't know how we got here, people, but it's 1-0 to Inter. We've got 5 minutes of added on time. There's been 30 seconds of such. Could there be 2? And to be fair, if you're Inter Milan, if you could, a second going to Spain in the second leg could be lit. Denzel Dumfries, or the end product not good enough. But he has earned a corner. If you're on Twitch, make sure you subscribe with Amazon Prime. We've got 76 likes, people. Can we get as close to 80 as possible? And the thing is, the older man get, like 28, like the more older I get, like, I just think there's just more mileage on these girls. Because what I realize with us guys, and I'm therefore like, bro, let's be real, we'll mash up these girls' heads, and then they're getting thrown back into the wilderness, and then the next brother is mashing it up. Then the next brother has to pick it up, like pick up the pieces. Then you've collapsed it, bro. The game is effed, bro. It's effed. The man made the street sound lit. I left the streets for a sec. They made this thing sound lit. They made it sound lit. Made it sound lit, mate. But we're out here. Inter Milan attack has been stopped, people. Shout out American Gooner, 1,000,000%, man. This topic has been coming up among my friends, DG. Is it better to have friends who have a different taste in women to you? It depends, man. Why? If you like the girl, that's enough, innit? Like, I'm not wifing girls because my friends like them. Everyone's like, I mean, it'd be a bit weird if all your friends like. Some of my friends like the ugly girls, some like the biggers, some like the, some like the Bluefoot, some like the, the Brownings, some like everything in it. Guys like me like everything, but yeah, man, within reason. Still can't believe I watched all the Twilight films. Do you go gym every day or do you do leg day? Of course I do leg day. No, man, typically Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Free kick to Inter Milan, people. Can they get a sucker punch in added on time and add to their scoreline? Colke, for what it's worth, has been given a yellow card. You know what? I'm probably lying, but I'm going to bet on a second goal. Ball into the box. And nah, you seem like the stingy type not to buy birthday cards and shit. Queen of the South, don't do that. When's your birthday? I'll buy you one. If you're leg. Entertainment. Shout out to her. She's always part of the furniture. Alexis said, "Oi, Alexis, baby, I missed you, man. I didn't even know you played for Inter, but shoot, man, you gotta be stingy sometimes, man. You gotta be stingy. I'd rather be known as stingy. I don't know about everyone else, but I'd rather a girl expose me or get onto me for being stingy than my man's a simp. My man took me here and that. I've seen these things. I've seen man take women to some crazy places, crazy uptown restaurants. They're putting fire on the drinks and the chef is doing all of this in front of you. But you see, once they get tipsy, who's the one getting the text? Who's the one they're flicking through and showing me the pictures? Who's the one I'm seeing texts of man moving mad like, I love you and all these things, and they're kikiing with me? I'm not really kikiing with them because I'm looking at it like, the game's mad. If you're laughing at him, you laugh at me. You think I'm laughing at everyone. Shit. Allegedly. We've got a minute and a half left of this game, people. It's been amazing, but it's horrible, man. I'm cheap, but no way we'll go down uptown. Bro, if you're loyal to me, I'll do whatever. Even R7 has aftershave bench press DG, How long did it take you to reach this physique? I need to put on size pause. Not everyone's got this luck, like that. Like, not everyone's got this Jamaican and Bayesian genes, like that. But, bro, they say it takes 8 weeks to see results. DG, what's the youngest a girl thought you were? Bro, I get shagged all the time. I'm just happy when a girl says you're in your 20s, cuz youngest. I actually get 23, which I'll take being a babyface killer. Like, I wish. Hear that, but if you really like a girl, you're trying to put her on as well now, level hurting, bear man using an excuse to do low stand. Yeah, no, that's 100%. That's 100%. It's 100%. You're trying to level up each other, and ultimately, if you're in a relationship, like you should want to be better. Like, you should be talking about your goals, and ultimately, everything you should be doing, if you're taking each other seriously like that, everything that you should be doing should be with a long-term plan in place. But that's the game. 95 minutes have been played, people. It's ended 1-0 to Inter Milan. I don't know why that has happened and not the time has come off. Apologies for that. But yeah, low-key affair. We didn't expect many goals and we haven't got many, but it's a decent scoreline courtesy of Arnautovic for Inter to take to, I don't even know what Atlético Madrid Stadium is. Is it the Milan? It begins with an M, but yeah, they take it there. Unfortunately for Inter, you're going to be playing 12 players when you go over there. But yeah, low-key affair. I do think Inter probably could have got a bit more. Pardon me. Don't forget, tomorrow will be tough. And if you don't know what, my guy Ben is referring to, that's actually because he's talking about Arsenal Porto, which I will be doing a watch-along again for that as well, people. Again, I hope to see you lot all there. Big up a number of you, American Gooner, Camster, Ben, Surty. A lot of you are actually Arsenal fans. Again, speaking of that, after this stream ends, it will take you over there. Let's actually make sure that YouTube is set up to take you over there as well. Yeah, it is. You lot are at Metropolitano Stadium. Big up, Graham. There you have it. I was on to the right thing. But yeah, man, women love chatting. This is the thing. That's one thing I don't miss about a relationship. You watch a TV series with a woman and she'll talk for the whole thing. And did they have the nerve to ask you, oh, what happened? Let's reverse back to the beginning. I forgot. And they love watching the catch-ups, but it is what it is, man. On that note, though, people, you lot are always amazing. Don't know how we got here, but we got here. Whether it's football, whether it's live talks, we've spoken about women, about men, if that's what you're into. We've obviously spoken about football, and we've spoken about economics, man. So, yeah, I'll see you lot tomorrow. Check out the rest of the other content. You lot stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.
There's always just that active and that defending. I think it's like
Tongues!